Are we on? Are we live? Where's the clip? Where's the clip? Are we on? Are we live? Are we doing this? I feel like we're doing this. Oh, okay, don't fall over. We are doing this. Once again, it's on! The motherfucking, maybe not psycho, but, the motherfucking, okay, that's fine. Once again, it's on the motherfucking, Surreal 469. The Surreal Stir in the house! I can't believe this thing barely firing up on the cylinders. But there you have it. And now, folks, you're going to see a little bit behind the scenes as he tries to set up the pillow configuration. Otherwise, he'll sink right in to the futon. Oh, that would be tragic, wouldn't it? You said it, Brain. Now let's see if I'm actually on live. Alright, now we're on live. And living color, if you will. The volume is down low enough so that I can't be hit with a copyright strike for music like I was before. What's going on, Mario? And everybody else who's joining us right now. It's Survivor Series time, don't you know? This is what all these streams I've been doing lately has been leading to. This event right here. One that, for the life of me, I still do not know why all these superstars are this amped up, or are amped up at all. Why they would, what is their motivation for winning? Brand supremacy? Fuck that. That's a stupid... What's going on, Aiden? That's a stupid thing. Like, they haven't shown me a reason why these people care this much about any of this stuff yet. But maybe that will be secondary to the actual matches, or at least that's what WWE is hoping for. What's going on, buddy? That's what WWE is hoping for. That the reasons, that the psychology behind it is going to be secondary to the actual matches. You know has not been my friend recently. Yeah, I know, 4 goddamn hours. And that was the other thing that kept me from being here as early as possible. I had to go make a snack run because I'm like, 4 hours. I'm gonna get. This is not gonna be good. But here I am. What's going on, Brady? We need predictions. We need predicciones from the party people on what's going to happen here. First prediction, it won't load. Why is it not loading? Okay, if it's not loading on you now, then by all means, go to youtube.com/surreal469. It should load there. You should see me live there and in living color. As a matter of fact, it might be liver than you now, in all honesty. Because as I was trading back and forth with the different screens that I was on, I saw that I was actually able to see comments liver on YouTube than I was on YouNow, but the video on YouNow was live, which is interesting. So if you can't get it, if it's still buffering right here where you're watching, youtube.com/surreal469. What's going on, Sandro? And I had to tell you on Twitter that it was starting in an hour. Well, yes, you did. Actually, no, you didn't. I knew it would happen at 4, but I thought the pre-show was going to be at like 3:30. I know they're going to have like an hour pre-show. And it looks like we're starting with the Women of Raw. And they're going to buffer this this pay-per-view with entrances. I can see them buffering the pay-per-view with entrances. They've got, 80 people backstage. All of them have their own entrances. They're going to buffer this with entrances. Especially the Brock Goldberg match. Expect those entrances to take all night. All night. Bayley! Love me some Bayley. Hate her finisher, but I love me some Bayley. Alicia Fox is still employed. Every time I see her on TV, I'm still like, she's still got a fucking job with that company? Like, seriously? They're still paying her? Like, what the hell? Oh, really? They're not padding with the entrance? Like, Nia Jax doesn't get her normal entrance? That's no good. Come on. Sasha Banks gets, Bayley gets her full entrance, but nobody else does? Come on now. Come on. Boo. They're an hour, really? So NXT's was, no problem, Alex. I see you. So NXT's pre-show was only a half hour then, because I saw NXT's pre-show was only a half hour. Aiden, apparently people are having this problem on you now, so you might want to check out youtube.com/TheReal469. It might work a little bit better for you there. What's going on, Nathan? Message retracted. All right. It's funny. What Culture does the 10 things WWE wants you to forget about. The 10 things WWE is going to want you to forget about this Survivor Series. One of those things you're about to see in this replay that they're going to show is going to be Bayley beating up somebody. Bayley, see, and they cut that clip pretty quickly too. The WWE is going to want you to forget that Bayley was involved in a fucking gang fight. I just did. But what's going on, Alex? How you doing? I appreciate the offer to fuck me. I mean, I have been looking rather cute lately, but you're not my type. What is with this entrance? This entrance order, I guess. Oh, so Nikki's probably going to come out last since she's officially the captain of the team, which doesn't make any sense because Becky Lynch is the goddamn champion. Shouldn't she be the captain of the team? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so it looks like they are still going to pad this series with a whole bunch of entrances, which makes me again think, why did they crap all over Nia Jax's and Alicia Fox's? Is it copyright for you to show me the video? Yes, it is. That's why I can't do it. And also, that's why the volume is down enough so that you can't really hear it, because that's a thing too, and or me talking for as long as I do in these videos. Carmella has been in that feud with Nikki Bella for what seems like forever. And Why is she the captain of the team? Could we see it? Could you see what? The copyright? Yes. Or could you see the video? No, I don't. I can't show you the video. Alicia Fox is going to eat the pin first, probably. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Who do you think is going to go, Kalisto or Brian Kendrick? Kendrick is going to lose because the cruiserweights are going to go over to SmackDown. Cruiserweights have to go over to SmackDown just because of scheduling with the 205 show. So Kalisto is absolutely going to win. He has to. Like, just logistically, it makes more sense for Kalisto to win than it does Brian Kendrick, and then for them to move the cruiserweights. Now, the IC belt is a more interesting scenario. I have no idea who's going to win that one. But I would think that because the cruiserweights are going over to Raw, or going over to SmackDown, that they might then trade the IC championship over to Raw, even though the US championship is over there too, and it would bloat out that show. But they still have 3 hours to fill. So they can devote an hour to the main title, an hour to put the main title in 1 hour, put the TV title or the US title in 1 hour, and put the IC belt in the other hour. That's what they could do. You know, Lesnar or Goldberg, I have no idea, but it makes no sense for Goldberg to go over Lesnar, because who cares? First off, Goldberg won the first time. Secondly, Goldberg is probably not coming back after this match. Third, you want to keep that big win against the unstoppable Brock Lesnar for somebody who's going to need it, who deserves it, somebody who could use that rub. So, I think Brock Lesnar's going to win. But who knows? Who the hell knows? I didn't think Samoa Joe was going to win last night. fuck if I know. Although I did call DIY winning the tag belts. I had no idea. I didn't think that Authors of Pain were going to win last night. I damn sure didn't think Joe was going to win last night. So I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be absolutely anybody. The Vine guy Frazier, what's going on? Fuck. Well, it's not that kind of stream. Vine guy Frazier. And even if it was, I would need another person to actually participate in that. It's not a Chatterbait one. I guess it could be. I mean, I guess we could turn it. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, let's get back to the rest. Brock will most likely win. He's going to say, fuck the booking, and beat the shit out of Goldberg. And we will have flashbacks from SummerSlam. I'll watch that. I'll for sure watch that. I'll watch the hell out of that. That'd be great. And by the way, the Canadian crowd would eat it up. What's going on, Tiger Heart? Now the women's match is underway. By the way, Nikki Bella was attacked backstage. Natty is taking her place. It's going to be Alicia Fox in there. She's in there with Carmella, Tilt-A-Whirl, Hurricanrana. Not Tilt-A-Whirl, but just a super spinning Hurricanrana and a moonwalk into a Bronco Buster. In the corner, hook of the leg, 2, and only got a 2 count. Despite Mario fanboys' prediction. I was talking to the whole thing. I'm pretty sure she didn't see who beat her up, but the way Natty came out, it feels like Natty beat her up. I'm predicting Natty beat her up. I'm live, Mario. I'm super live. It's Becky Lynch versus Bayley, and Charlotte tagged herself right on in. Of course, yeah, Natalya beat her up. Brock will win, and Super Cena will somehow win every title in the WWE, including the women's. What do you mean somehow? You can go out there and attitude adjust all the women at once, like all on his back. Ah, John Cena. What's going on, Mr. Garver? European uppercut as the Raw women's team is falling apart. And now almost every woman involved in this match is in except Nia Jax. And here she comes, just to clean house again, just tossing women by their extensions. There's a whole bunch of extensions flying right now. And Carmella is on the wrong part of town, but then she finds her way back over to the blue side. Nia Jax is going to have to be the enforcer of this match. While the extensions are flying all over the place. Exactly, it always happens. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe give him a 5-knuckle shuffle. Backslide on Becky Lynch here by the Boss. Irish whip now. Blind tag by Charlotte again in the ring. Who wants a shot at Becky Lynch. The two champions from Raw and SmackDown. And Becky Lynch getting the best of the Queen, Charlotte. Well, it is in Canada, yes. Conor Rowe not getting it. Sunset Flip does get it, but only makes Charlotte roll through. And there's a kitchen sink right to Becky Lynch's stomach. Undertaker's gonna fuck up. Yeah, it will. Yeah, of course. As soon as The Undertaker said, you better not lose, and I remember the rumors of AJ Styles and Undertaker were starting around that same time, like just before that SmackDown. I was like, oh, AJ Styles is going to lose for the SmackDown side so that The Undertaker has something to do at Royal Rumble that'll lead him into Mania. So it'll be AJ Styles versus Taker at Mania. Sure of that. Yes, the women's match is on right now. And Nia Jax has just been tagged in against Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch was trying to go high. Nia Jax goes low, and avalanches Becky Lynch into a neutral corner. Which does not feel neutral to Becky Lynch after she just got avalanched into it and a headbutt for her trouble. But she gets headbutted into her corner, and in comes Carmella, who's brave enough to go after Nia Jax, and catches a clothesline for her trouble. And in comes Alexa Bliss, who gets tagged in, and immediately gets avalanched, and immediately wants to tag out. Here comes Naomi, who couldn't be bothered to get blue extensions in her hair to support the team. They're still green. She flies into a crossbody into Nia Jax, finds her way off of it, and gets avalanched again after running from the ropes. And Nia Jax is looking for anybody else to come into that ring and challenge her. Here comes Natty Neidhart. There's a kick, a low kick right to the midsection. Into a headlock. Nope. Nia Jax is trying to work her way out of it. Can't do it. Irish whip now. Blind tag to Carmella. Ducks underneath, does Natty. Double shoulder block to Nia and a double clothesline back from Nia. Cannot be touched. This is why I'm talking right now. Or DQ, maybe. Depends on who you think will win. I feel like the SmackDown team will win now because of Natty Neidhart. I feel like Natty Neidhart will win for the team and put herself in position for the heavyweight title. Or heavyweight for the women's title. As far as the women's match, I think SmackDown is going to win for the same reason I just said. Alicia Fox is still in this match and going ham on Carmella in that corner. Axe kick right to the back of Carmella, who was barely even bent over. Hook of the inside leg, hook of both legs, and that'll do it for Carmella. Alicia Fox picks up the first pin. Again, Alicia Fox must have read your comment, Mario. She's like, fuck that, I'm not being the first one eliminated. Alexa Bliss, the spinner, is going up top now. Ooh! Standing, not moonsault, kind of a cartwheel splash on Alicia Fox, and Alicia's the second one gone. Alexa Bliss, the spinner, spun in midair, ducks underneath. Charlotte does Alexa Bliss and climbs on top of her back. Where a hell of a sleeper hold, choke combination. Charlotte gets her off. Here comes Naomi into a spinning jawjacker. right to the top of her head. But again, the not having the ring awareness to keep Charlotte from tagging out. Nia Jax has been tagged in. Bayley catches one. Naomi is going ham on all the women with Raw jerseys on, and now she's going up to the top rope. Naomi from the top, big splash on Nia Jax, wipes her out. Thank you, Nathan, for subscribing. Yeah, Fox got a pin, yes, and then she got pinned. But she got a pin. Yeah, she did. I know, right? Oh, I told myself I was going to do sips for every elimination. I'm going to do that. Oh, big kick right to... And the referee's still counting here. Mario might be correct. Nia Jax might be counted out here. Oh, and just yanks Naomi off the apron. I think Nia Jax is going to beat the count, but Naomi's not. They must be reading your comments, Mario, because they're switching the shit up. Just as you said you thought Nia Jax was going to get counted out, she counts out Naomi. I do want you to sub. I appreciate the subs. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Sub to everybody, damn it. Subs all around. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. Everybody gets a subscription. Meanwhile, Alexa Bliss is just stomping the hell out of the boss and her extensions. She went for a tag on Natty. Natty didn't want it, and there she goes. Now Mudhole being stomped and Sasha Banks in the corner. Now Sasha's going to try to fight her way out of it. Alexa Bliss ducks one. Oh, but she gets pulled right in by her hair and shoved right into Natty. Sasha Banks is going to try to survive here. She's going to try to clean up. I think she might need to make a tag, but instead she's going to work on both Natty Neidhart and Alexa Bliss. It looks like Alexa Bliss is going to take that stupid in the corner move. Oh, no, she's not. Yes, she is. I hate this move. I hate the double stack move. Oh, Natty just slips out. Smart on her part. That's the ring awareness, but she got a knee from the apron to the outside. From the boss, Sasha Banks. It's going to be Natty and Sasha in the middle of the ring now. Inside cradle by Natty. No, rolled through by Sasha Banks. Into a suplex by Natty. No, she's going to hold her up. Shades of her Uncle Davey. Sasha slips out, goes for a backstabber. Alexa Bliss breaks that up. Here comes Natty with a schoolgirl. 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 That'll do it. Sasha Banks has been eliminated. And of all people, Charlotte is coming in to defend her honor. Chop to the very ample, very lovely chest of Natty Neidhart. That last one was a wild swing and completely missed. Natty's going to call Charlotte out on it as she chops away on the daughter of the Nature Boy. Big discus clothesline by Natty. After streaming Mr. Brothers vid, he's 8. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I love checking out other channels. Like, if I get the chance on Saturdays, what I usually do is something called Small Channel Saturday. I'll absolutely check your brother's channel out. Just hit me with, just hit the link and drop the link in the comment section there, or in the chat, and I'll go find it. Not a problem at all. Meanwhile, in the action, Natty's about to powerbomb the Queen in the middle of the ring. Sit out version. 1, 2. That should do it. But Nia Jax breaks up the pin. She broke up that pin, but she didn't break up the one on Sasha, ironically enough. And it's Natty in the middle of the ring with the Queen. Going to be sharpshooter time? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's locked in. Charlotte is trying to get the wherewithal to get to the ropes, and she does. Just like Bobby Roode. Oh God, what a huge running big boot. Shades are tested in Canada, and Natty is gone. Natty is gone. Natty has been eliminated. Another Heart has been eliminated from a Survivor Series on pay-per-view, damn it. Let's see. Is there drafts in this? What do you mean drafts, Nathan? You don't know how to do a link. On somewhere else, wherever you find, like, wherever your brother's channel is, or just give me the name of your brother's channel. That'll work too. I'll just search it out. That's fine. But if not, when you go to your brother's channel, by the way, double suplex attempt on Nia Jax by Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss is not gonna work. If you can find your brother's channel, right, go to it on another web page. Just copy the address and put it in the chat and paste it in the chat, or just give me the name of his channel. Give me a shout out, please. I thought I did, but okay, Alex Robles, what's going on? Welcome to the party. Becky Lynch just drop kicked Alexa Bliss into Nia Jax, who had her for a fall away slam, and they're going to go again. That's a double DDT. Becky hit her half before Alexa hit hers, but a kick out. My Nia Jax, you can't keep that big girl down. Alexa Bliss is going to go for the disarmer. The disarmer. Oh my gosh, Nia Jax tapped. Nia Jax tapped to the disarmer. I don't believe it. This is on my channel. It's just his vid. All right, then I'll search your channel when the thing's over. That's not a problem. Like when superstars go from one brand to another. There was a draft, and Solid Monster, if you know who that is on YouTube, and he's got a podcast too, he predicted that there might be a different pick. They might trade off an NXT pick or something after the Intercontinental Championship match. So that might be interesting. Meanwhile, we're down to 2-on-1. It's Charlotte and Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Bayley, by the way, really hasn't seen much action in this match. She's been relegated to the corner for much of this contest. Becky Lynch able to kick out. Charlotte looks like she's going to go for the figure 4 or maybe the figure 8. Went for the figure 4, got a forearm for her trouble. Ducks underneath this Becky Lynch. Clothesline to Charlotte and another clothesline to Charlotte. This could be a much bigger money match than what we're having right now. Becky Lynch rolls through. She's firing up. That sassy lass is coming to play now. Looking for an exploder suplex, and she gets it out of her corner on Charlotte. Moving Charlotte into position. Here goes Becky Lynch to the top rope. Big leg drop by Becky Lynch on to Charlotte. Hook of the outside leg kick out by Charlotte. As Bayley looked like she almost missed her spot by like half a second. Bayley came in to break it up. Charlotte was already there to kick out. I do not play WWE Supercard. So talk amongst yourselves about that. This is not the way I thought the match was going to go. No. And Bayley is finally tagged in. Bayley finally comes into this match. And it's Bayley and Becky Lynch. Bayley, double leg pick, jackknife pin, kick out by Becky. Oh, big forearm shot to Bayley. That was just brutal. And there's another one, this time by Bayley, and now they're trading back and forth. Trading shots back and forth now. Bayley, pump handle suplex on Bayley by Becky Lynch. Took the outside leg and only got a 2 count. You know what? I think I barely even heard of it. Big leg drop by Becky Lynch. The problem with the Supercard thing is time. Like, I don't even have time Oh, went for running. Looked like hip attack on Bailey. Didn't work. Running clothesline. The thing is, I barely have. I don't even have time to play the video games I want to play. Like, if anything, I would be playing 2K online. I would for sure be doing that. But so little time in the day, man. Dude, I'm sick of not going to school, so I might be able to stay whole stream. I'm in 8th grade. What's going on? 8th grade is a good time because you're almost done with middle school, and I hated middle school. High school was much better. High school was loads better. Becky Lynch going for the disarmor on Bailey. Bailey making sure that doesn't happen. There's the Bailey to belly. Middle of the ring. Hook of both legs. And someone else went down to that stupid fucking move. That move sucks as a finish. But whatever. Got Bailey the win. Totally shocked that Natty was eliminated the way she was, as quick as she was. I thought the story... And Charlotte showing her true colors now. She's attacking Bailey. This was supposed to be Charlotte's moment. By the way, Charlotte's pay-per-view streak is still intact. Bailey just got attacked by Charlotte just brutally in the middle of that ring. Charlotte wildly upset. She's attacking Bailey now. She just runs Bailey into the guardrail after Bailey picked up the win for her team. I live in Sheffield, England. I live in California. I'm in the sunny state of California. And again into the barricade. Charlotte is beating the hell out of Bailey here. Order WWE Live on the 28th. You know what? WWE does good work. I'm now second in Survivor Series on you now. Woohoo! WWE does good work with their live shows. You should enjoy it. Depending on what the arena looks like, you should still have like a good clean shot of the ring and everything. Most arenas now are built so that there really isn't a terrible seat in the house. It should be a good time. Plus the matches will be louder or longer, more in depth. Like, it should be a good time. Going to a WWE Live is different from watching on TV because the match structure is different. And it's if there is a place for people to try something out and develop their characters more, it's on the live event scene, so it should be good. When I leave school, I'm gonna move to California. Well, there's a whole bunch of people out here already, but California's a good state. Like, it's like one of our first times it's raining all damn year. And it's fall out here and it's just starting to rain. Like, November started and it was still, warm. Like, I still haven't had to keep my windows open all day. Like, California's a fun place. But it's different than any other place you've probably ever been, especially from England. It'll be a nice little culture shock when you're done. When you come out here, it'll be a nice little culture shock. Another Survivor Series commercial. See, and I've already messed up my the drinking game I was gonna have here. I already messed it up. So I'm just going to sip whenever I feel like it. Have you ever been to a TV taping? I have been to, not Raw or SmackDown, but I've been to 2 WrestleManias. And they were fun. 2000, I was at WrestleMania 2000 when it was in Anaheim out here. The only reason, I obviously would have wanted to go regardless, but after they put Foley on the card and his whole thing, like it was going to be my last match and all that other stuff, and Foley was my hero, I absolutely had to go. I had a floor seat. I saw the ladder match. That was amazing. And the main event was pretty good. I was right behind commentary. Not right behind, but like I was like, there's commentary, there's a section in commentary, and I was a section like behind them. I got some really good seats for the show. And it was alright going live to see that. Then there was WrestleMania 21. I went to 21 was great. 21 was live. 20 was absolutely great. And the sound is different when you're there for a pay per view than you hear on TV. Like when I was there live, I heard more people cheering for Kurt Angle than I did Shawn Michaels. But apparently on TV, it sounded like more people were cheering for Shawn than they were for Kurt. And there's James Ellsworth backstage, the star of SmackDown. Can you make a TLC live stream? I will watch tour my favorite live streamer. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm planning on live streaming all the pay-per-views. As tedious as that is when they start on like a 2-week schedule, because now there's 19 freaking pay-per-views in a year they gotta cram in, but I'll definitely be doing that. Absolutely. And coming up a little bit later, at the beginning of December, I'm going to be live streaming. We're going to be watching side by side the classic, one pay-per-view only, this Tuesday in Texas. And I forgot when that was. And they just make fun of James Ellsworth's chin. By the way, can you imagine James Ellsworth if he didn't have James Ellsworth without the little thing here? That would be nuts. December 3rd. So December 3rd, I'll be doing another classic. Watch along with me on the network. And that should be fun. I am 875. But I don't look a day under or a day over 300. Can I fan you? Oh, on the app, I think is what you're asking for. What's going on? Splash Bubbles the one. Let's see here how that works. Apparently I can, and apparently I did. All right. Fans all around. You get a fan, you get a fan, you get a fan. AJ Styles is going to cost Team SmackDown the win to lead into his thing with The Undertaker. That's probably the most predictable thing on the show tonight. The most predictable thing. Oh, Intercontinental Championship match. Here we go. Although, was I the only... I surely was not the only one. Brady, you got to come over to... I think it'll be better if you come over to you now, or to youtube.com/surreal469. Oh, so each... Alright, the commentary is weird. Cool Age 300. I know, that's why I decided to just keep my face at 300. I didn't decide not to age any more than that. I felt like 300 was great. KO also could cause Raw team to lose. I don't think so. I think Jericho and KO are working so well as a team that if anything, AJ Styles will lose partially as a result of how well KO and Y2J are working together. Okay, so the women's match was won by Charlotte and Bayley on the Raw team. They were the last survivors. Bayley picked up the pin on Becky after the Bayley to belly. And Charlotte attacked the hell out of her afterwards because Charlotte didn't get the win like Charlotte wanted. Now, I don't think Miz is going to lose this match, but he might. I cannot show the screen, Zachary. That is a copyright gimmick issue thingamabob. Plus the audio too. That's why it's as low as it is, and why I'm talking as much as I am. Because this will also go on my YouTube channel as is now, and that's just gonna be ripped down. It's just gonna be bad time. You gonna have a bad time, okay? Wait, I think, or if I show the screen, I'm gonna have a bad time. So now we see the international team here. All right, here we go. Six matches on the card with 4 hours to fill. Well, that one match in the backstage segment, that's 45. We're about 45 minutes in. So they got to pace themselves, especially because I really think that the main event, Brock and Goldberg, is going to be a short match. I feel like Brock and Goldberg is going to be a shorter match than you think it's going to be. Ha! No, I can't. It's not that I can go to jail. More apropos, my stuff could just get ripped down. And I don't want that. I built it up. I've been building it for the better part of a year now. I like to keep it and have it grow even more. I feel like somebody's trying to call me, which on my phone is buzzing. But it stopped. Good. All right. Actually, no, that could be Postmates trying to get in contact with me. Here we go. Intercontinental Championship match is on right now. We are about to get underway with this one. Collar and elbow tie up middle of the ring. Sami Zayn jockeying for position on that arm of the Miz and gets it. Miz rolls through. It's an arm wringer on Sami Zayn. Both men still in the feeling out phases of this match. It's early just yet. And Sami Zayn out wrestling the Miz, as everybody knew he would. Goes down for an early pin, only gets a 1 count out of it. Sami Zayn, if he's going to win this match, from a kayfabe perspective, Sami Zayn has got to watch over his shoulder. He's got to watch his back at all times. If Dolph Ziggler's in the building, he needed to get in contact with Dolph Ziggler and see if Dolph Ziggler would watch his back for him or something. Because the Miz, in order for him to win this, will have to resort to some dirty tactics. Pin attempt by Sami Zayn, that's an early 2 count. And a front face lock on the Miz into another arm ring. Into an arm bar. The Miz can't out-wrestle Sami Zayn. It's not impossible for me to have to go to jail if it's a copyright thing, but there are so many steps in between there. I would have to dispute it, take it to court, all this other stuff. There are many steps before jail with the copyright issues. But restitution is another thing that is another step before then. There are a whole bunch of steps before jail, but I guess jail isn't impossible. But there are a bunch of steps before that would have to happen. And if Sammy wins, the IC belt will go to Raw. That's true. And that was the other part that Silent Monster was talking about. You're going to trade one title for another. Acai moonsault off the barricade comes Sami Zayn at The Miz. And Maurice is getting in Sami Zayn's face. Now, Sami Zayn is too much of a gentleman to really do any... Oh, by the hand to the face! He gave Maurice her own stupid-ass taunt that she used to give everybody 10 years ago or so, or whatever the hell she had that butterfly belt. And that allows The Miz to take control with the chop block. He goes up to the top rope and a double axe handle to the back of Sami Zayn. No, you're not. Comment. Keep commenting. That's what this whole thing's about. We're all hanging out just watching the pay-per-view. Sami Zayn trying to get away from the Miz's leg attack. It's not going to work. A DDT on his foot. It's going to jam up the patella. And the Miz is going to go to work on that left leg again, tying it up in the ropes. Referee's going to have to break it after 5, or before 5. Ducks underneath the elbow to Sami Zayn. Knife edge chop to Miz in the corner. Sami Zayn now back in control. Miz face first in that turnbuckle. Knife edge chop in the other one. Well, Orlando, I'm telling you. Sami Zayn now in control of the Miz in the corner. Punching away on him, the 10 punch. And everybody in the arena is counting 10. As a nod to Ty Dillinger, who when Ty Dillinger goes up to the main roster is probably going to be buried because Vince has no idea what to do with him. That chop block on the outside from the Miz is still causing Sami Zayn some problems. As Miz now is about to go to work now. Looks like he's going to try to surfboard him here, which is going to hyperextend Sami Zayn's knees as well as his calf muscles. Yes, the Raw women did win. The comment lag is probably just a distance thing. It's probably just where you are and the amount of time it takes for it to get to me. You're not hearing or seeing me say it exactly at the same time I'm saying it. It's just a difference. It's just a distance thing. Sami Zayn now looks like he was going to go for a splash. I'm going to try to loosen up that leg and run out for a splash on the Miz on the outside. But the Miz bangs that left leg into the ring post to help build more momentum in his title defense. And Maurice now, heavy in the face of Sami Zayn, after another smash of that leg into the ring post that sends Sami Zayn on the outside, thanks to the momentum. SmackDown guys or Raw guys, I feel like the Raw guys are going to win. The Raw women won, but the Raw guys are going to win too. Which probably means the SmackDown tag teams are going to win. Yeah. So there's that distance thing of the, how long it takes for your comment to come all the way out here to sunny Southern California. Miz was looking for a figure 4 a little bit too early. Sami Zayn's going to kick the hell out of him to get him off its leg. Sami Zayn back to his feet only momentarily. Kick to the midsection by the Miz, and another one brings Sami Zayn down to a knee. And just a right hand set. Miz is just going to try to hammer away at him. See how much that's going to work. Both men are going to be trading blows back and forth. If anything, Sami Zayn's going to have the advantage there, but the Miz goes right back to that leg. That's good wrestling psychology. Sami Zayn met Miz coming off the ropes with a big clothesline. That's going to buy Sami Zayn some time, but Sami Zayn can't get to his feet. Right now, it's the Intercontinental Championship match. It's Sami Zayn versus The Miz, who's defending his Intercontinental Championship. A clothesline up and over the top from Sami Zayn and The Miz. And if Sami Zayn wins, the Intercontinental Championship is going to go to Raw. Sami Zayn trying to get some feeling back in that leg. He's going to try to go on the hop now. A little bit slower than normal, but still gets over the top rope and lands on The Miz on the outside. a huge flipping senton over the top rope. Onto the Miz now, and the referee's counting, and again, the crowd in unison counting 10 at every number that the referee's counting. Why? Because Ty Dillinger apparently has gotten a hold of him. The perfect 10 in NXT. Figure 4 attempt again by the Miz, doesn't go anywhere. Here comes Sami Zayn. Scoop, Falcon Arrow, middle of the ring. That could do it. No, Michinoku Driver, I mean. I feel like I'm Michael Cole now. Michinoku Driver in the middle of the ring by Sami Zayn onto the Miz and gets a long 2 count out of it. You know what? Here's the thing about that. I started a little bit late. With the thing. Like I should have done it more closer to the pre-show. Get a little bit of the early people in there, but it's fine. It's all right. I feel more people are going to be watching it later, I think. Thank you, Vince. Go ahead and recommend me to your friends. I absolutely appreciate that. Inside Cradle. Sami Zayn almost got the pin there. Oh, big DDT. By the Miz in the middle of the ring with the outside leg and only got a 2 count out of it. And Sami Zayn was battling incredible odds here. He's got to try to get some feeling back in that leg. But he's also got to try to orient himself again. A DDT is a discombobulating move. Your head is going to be pounded right into the canvas at high speeds. Thank you, Orlando. I appreciate that. Recommend me to everybody. Recommendations all around. You get a recommendation, and you get a recommendation. The Miz back up on his feet. And looks like the Miz is going to try to call in his inner Daniel Bryan. Going corner to corner here. Running drop kick right to Sami Zayn. Coming off again. There's a second one. Miz now corner to corner. A third one, and Sami Zayn's barely hanging on by the ropes. The Miz now again with his inner Daniel Bryan. There's the clothesline in the corner. Shades of the great Lucha Underground wrestler Willie Mack. Oh no, you're turning into Cole. I know, huh? Ugh, yuck. Top rope, Miz now. Double axe handle doesn't go anywhere for the Miz into a proto bomb. 1, 2, and a long kick out. The Blue Thunder Bomb in the middle of the ring by Sami Zayn. Reversing the Miz's top rope. You see here this replay. Reversing the double axe attempt into the Blue Thunder Bomb. And that couldn't get it for Sami Zayn. What will? That's fine. You're the only ones watching there. There are a couple people watching on you now. It's cool. Like, the fact that you're watching, the fact that you're enjoying it, the fact that you're going to recommend, that's awesome. And Sami Zayn can't get the speed to go after the Miz in the corner. That's awesome, and I appreciate you. But you actually respond. I do. Oh, inside cradle here. Roll up by Sami Zayn on the Miz and only got a 2 count out of it. Oh, suplex in the corner. The Miz a bit too far away for that move to hit as much as Sami Zayn wanted. But Sami Zayn's back on his feet. He's going to go corner to corner. It looks like Sami Zayn's going to try to set up for the haluva kick. If he can get the speed, he can't. But as the Miz ducks out of the way, and now it looks like the Miz double leg pick figure 4. Yes. Right in the middle of the ring, too. Sami Zayn's got nowhere to go. I do respond. I like the fans. Yes, I actually respond. I mean, yeah, I'm a smaller channel. I gotta respond. I have no choice but to respond. I am forced by law to respond to the people who actually watch my stuff. And because I appreciate you. I absolutely do. Sami Zayn now crawling to the ropes, but the Miz is gonna pull him right back out and extend it a bit. The Miz is going to come up on that figure 4, Shades of Charlotte. It's not going to have the same bridge as the figure 8, but he's still going to come up on it. And now Sami Zayn, thinking that rolling through is going to do him a little bit, is going to get him to reverse it a little bit better. The problem is he's got to turn into the pain, and he does, and he rolls the Miz right on over. That doesn't alleviate all the pain for Sami Zayn, but it puts more pain on the Miz, and that also allows Sami Zayn to roll right back in to the ropes closest to the screen. Can I subscribe to you? Oh, of course I can. As I drop food all over the floor. Both men now trying to get to their feet. The Miz, obviously the first one to do it. Trying to work the kinks out of that reverse figure four out. And he's also trying to figure out what the next move is going to be. And the Daniel Bryan kicks now. Right to the chest. The yes kicks right to the chest of Sami Zayn. Boom, just subscribe. And the yes kicks again and again in rapid succession to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn finally covering up. He ducks underneath that last one. Picks the leg of the Miz and looks like he's going to go for his own figure four. Can he get it? Oh, the Miz is tying up his legs at the ankle. Sami Zayn finally gets it locked in. Now that still puts pressure on Sami Zayn's leg. Sami Zayn's left leg is still in pressure. But much less than it would be if he was in the figure four. Now will Miz try to reverse it, or will he get to the ropes? Sami Zayn now, at best trying to even the playing field. He pulls the Miz from the ropes himself. Yes, he does. The Miz now is thinking about tapping, I think. What? Oh, Maurice rung the bell. Sami Zayn thought he won. Maurice rung the bell. The Miz with a roll-up, handful of tights. Yes, he does. And Maurice keeps the belt for the Miz again. Sami Zayn thought the Miz gave up in the figure four because he heard the bell. It was Maurice who rung it, though. Maurice was the one who rung the bell. It wasn't the timekeeper, Mark Eaton. The referee didn't call for the bell. There's the figure four right there. The referee didn't call for the bell. Miz didn't actually give up yet. What's going on in the comments now? I was watching the match. Let's see. I subscribe to you. Here comes Amadou. Said, fuck me. Once again, this is not a Chaturbate channel. It can turn into a Chaturbate channel if you want, but it's not right now. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is you. This is you now. This is YouTube. It's not Chaturbate like it could be. I know I'm sexy. I know I'm dead sexy, but that's not what's happening here. I appreciate the compliment nonetheless. I started to watch NXT on your stream yesterday. But I was sick and went to bed at 8:30. That's fine, because that stream is still on my YouTube channel. Go back and watch it. And watch it whenever you watch the NXT TakeOver. It'll be there for you. It ain't going nowhere. Let's see. Amadou then calls me a dirty, or says dirty nigga. I don't know if she's calling me that, because I'm not. I took a shower just last week. Thank you very much. Trump have reason. I don't know what Trump has reason for. I'm gonna do wow, please stop bullying. I joke. I joker. I joke in black. Block Amadou. So who won? Nobody won. What? Yeah, block him. I say in black. You don't understand. I joke. Miz won the match. Thanks to the nefarious stuff that Maurice did. Maurice rung the bell while Miz was in the figure four. And Sami Zayn thought that The Miz had given up, but he hadn't. So while he was celebrating, The Miz rolled him up, handful of tights, 1, 2, 3. Now the actual bell rings, and The Miz actually walks off with the Intercontinental Championship, keeping it on SmackDown Live. As far as Amadou is concerned, I'm not the blocking type. I hate to be that guy. But if you're just spamming, you know what I mean? Like if there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like if you're just trying to watch the world burn, you know what I mean? Like I hate to be that guy. Hate to be the guy who just blocks everybody. I don't block everybody. I've had quite a few people on my channel say stuff like that. Well, like, you know, fuck this guy, yada yada yada. I respond to him. Oh, is that why? Wait a minute. They just had... They're showing a commercial now with the hanging cage, with Seth Rollins hanging in the cage with the heavyweight belt. Is that why they had Paul Ellering in the damn cage? Is that why they had Paul Ellering in the damn cage at NXT? To sell more cages? Is that what that was about? To sell more fucking cage toys? Wow. Wow. Alright. Alright, Amadou. There's more stuff happening in the chat now. Alright, I absolutely hate to do this. Actually, I don't even know how to do this. I've never done this before. Alright, so here we go. Let's see how we can figure this thing out. Oh. I actually have to be over here. On this one. So, who's coming out now? This is, oh yeah! It's a tag match. It's a tag match. Everyone gets a cage toy. Yes, according to WWE, everyone is supposed to get a cage toy. I bet you that's why they put Paul Ellering in that fucking cage. That has to be why. That's gotta be why. Alright, let's see here. Enzo and Kaz are talking. You a cunt, Orlando, you know. Alright. That's enough of that. If I can figure out how to freaking do this. Okay, there we go. And block user. There you go. Done and done. Took me a while. Why you don't come to eat dick with your mom, Orlando? I imagine it doesn't taste all that good. It just depends on how you prepare it. Like if you marinate it first and sauteed. So now, okay. So funny guy, you ask why they bully. That's not bullying. That's just trolling. Like, bullying is bullying. Getting on a live stream and saying shit isn't bullying. It's just killing time. that ain't bullying. He didn't knock us down and take our lunch money. Like, it's fine. We'll absolutely survive. Okay, so the Shining Stars, Enzo, Big Kaz. How many heel teams are on Raw? I know Enzo and Kaz are technically faces, but it's like, really, aren't they kind of technically heels? Or at least they were supposed to be. At least they started out that way. Can I turn the volume up on the show? I'm going to try not to do that too, because again, when we're talking about copyright, WWE gets a little sensitive about that. Now, if you wanted to hear Enzo and Big Kaz, I even missed some of that because I was trying to figure out the the block button on my shit. I had to fucking impromptu figure out how to use YouTube, which is good. Like, it's good to know that I have that. Be sour. Feel the power. Oh, those white kids talking about feeling the power. Hey, there are a couple black people in Canada. You guys get lost? You think there's a Drake concert up there every week? Okay, prediction. Let's see. I think the Shining Stars will get pinned first for Raw. Well, you said that about Alicia Fox, and you were wrong. So that clearly means that the Shining Stars are going to get the first pin on somebody from the SmackDown roster. Because Mario Fanboy, apparently, tonight, they see these, and at the last minute are like, switch that. Hey, backwards. So which two people are going to... Yeah, see, there's going to be a lot of gaga for this 4-hour show. Where's Mario Fanboy on? Mario Fanboy apparently has the only good YouNow connection amongst the whole party. And he's watching on YouNow. Well, everybody else seems to be watching on YouTube. What's going on, ECW dude? How you doing? Welcome to the party. The tag team Survivor Series thing is going to happen. My question here is, which members of New Day are going to be competing? Which two? Keep in mind, if someone gets eliminated, then that guy's partner also gets eliminated as well. Those are the rules in the first tag team elimination Survivor Series, which I think was either in the first or the second annual Survivor Series event. So yes, it makes a whole lot of sense that would happen again here. Otherwise, we'd just be here all damn night. And I know they got 4 hours to kill, but they're not trying to kill 4 hours like that. Breezango. Breezango as a name is just interesting. What's going on, Sam? How you doing? Welcome to the party. Oh, now the Usos are all tough again. Remember on SmackDown when the Usos were all smiley, happy, were shiny, happy freaking people? Now all of a sudden they all tough again. Now all of a sudden they all hood again. Look at the pop American Alpha got. American Alpha got a hell of a pop. Yep, Breezango might pin somebody. You don't know. You have no idea. You think Xavier and Big E are going to compete? Let's see here. Go to YouNow.com if you want to watch on YouNow. Go to YouNow.com/TheReal469 and you should find me. Or go to YouNow.com and look up the hashtag Survivor Series and you should find me if you want to watch on YouNow. If you don't want to watch here on YouTube, Orlando. Who do you think is going to win, Team Raw or Team SmackDown? I feel like because Team Raw won the women's match and because Team Raw will win the big one probably because of The Undertaker's proclamation, Team SmackDown has pretty much got to win this one. Like, otherwise it's going to be too one-sided going into the big finale. Let's see. So it looks like whoever predicted Kofi and Big E, who predicted Kofi and Big E? Someone said Xavier and Big E and Kofi. Orlando wins. Orlando wins the cookie. Because it looks like Kofi and Big E are going to be the ones competing. Let's see. Somebody thinks Raw's going to win. All-Star X wants a nigger to shout him out. Well, if I find one, or if you find one, then you can go ahead and ask them to do that. By the way, that's going to be the end for, who is that in the middle of the ring? That's Breezango. Breezango's gone. Breezango is gone. Thanks to Big E and Kofi, they were handing out fashion tickets and not concerned about winning the damn match, and they're gone. Breezango is out of here. Oh, and a super kick by one of the Usos. Hook at the outside leg on Kofi. That'll do it for the New Day. And just like that, the New Day's gone. Just like that, the New Day is gone. Shout me out, nigger. I'm outside your house. I have to do this again. Damn it. Let's see. Can we see? Unfortunately, no, Fraley, you can't. Or you could, but that would cause me a whole bunch of copyright issues. So I'm sorry. I can't show the screen. Let's see. What's going on, Cap? How you doing? Carlolo Cap, how you doing? Meanwhile, Big Cass is in there with one of the Usos. Here comes, looks like Primo. No, that's Epico. And now frequent tags, and here comes Zack Ryder in on Epico. Who now fires back. Knife edge chop in the corner. Corner to corner Irish whip. Up and over comes Zack Ryder. Here comes Epico. One man flapjack. Courtesy of Zack Ryder. And Epico's in the absolute wrong part of town. As he tags in his Hype Bro tag team partner. Who just jaw jacks at the Raw team instead of actually going after Epico in the corner. And now dancing his way in. Oh, just ear slap. And again, jaw jacking at Epico 3-point stance now, and Epico has no idea what he's going to do. Oh, no. Getting in between Epico and his Raw tag team makes it just clip block. Taking out that leg, hooking the outside leg, and only gets the 2 count out of it. What are you watching? I'm watching Survivor Series 2016 on the WWE Network. Let's see here. 1 versus 1. Me on B. For vid sniping only. Alright. Two people in one stream. Who'd have thought I'd have had to do that twice in one stream? Not a problem, Cap. Let's see. Are you watching Survivor Series with everybody else? What are you thinking about it? And what's going on, Edward Collado? Welcome to the party. Double cross body. Tag into Zack Ryder again. You're going to get as much pay-per-view time as he can in this match. It looks like Anderson now catching a double knee in the corner from Zack Ryder. Rough Ryder? Nope, missile dropkick from the second rope. And Zack Ryder going after Gallows too, just for shits and giggles. Forearms in the corner. Zack Ryder is firing up. Zack Ryder wants to prove he deserves to be on the main roster. He deserves some pay-per-view time, but Gallows pulls Anderson out of the ring. Here comes Zack Ryder. Double baseball slide through the middle rope. What do you do for a living? I'm a space cowboy, but I'm also a doctor of love. Though some people call me Maurice. Here comes Gallows now, and they're about to put away Zack Ryder right now. Thanks for coming. That'll do it. 1, 2, and nobody's going to try to... Nobody. His partner didn't even try to break that up. American Alpha now, double dropkick on Gallows. Double dropkick on Anderson. American Alpha now are going to try to show their wares in this match. Gallows moves out of the way. Big forearm shiver. A big right hand. Just a brutal right hand. Who's my favorite WWE player? If we're talking about wrestler, currently, my favorite wrestler, by the way, we're over here somewhere. Yeah, this is going to be a fast match, Mario. I hope Heath pins someone. Me too. He needs it. He needs that. He's got kids, damn it. What's going on? Pekecr 56. How you doing? My favorite WWE superstar right now is, you know what? Asuka or Shinsuke Nakamura, honestly. Now, if we're talking about main roster, AJ Styles. I mean, it's got to be AJ Styles at this point. AJ Styles is just doing ridiculous work right now. And if anybody deserves Superstar of the Year, it's AJ. What's going on, Panda Man? Welcome. And we're talking about of all time, it's Mick Foley. Now, I have a video in my YouTube, youtube.com/real469, my favorite wrestlers of all time, my top 20 wrestlers of all time, and you'll see it there. Who do I think... What about your prediction there? I'm really going to screw up your name, so I'm just going to say 56. Pekecr 56. Who do you think is going to win the tag SmackDown versus Raw match here? Nice German suplex. Epico is putting on a suplex clinic here in the middle of this ring while I'm jaw-jacking, and there's a vertical one. Shades of Davey Boy Smith keeping him up in the air as long as he has, and down. That should do it. That should do it with a kick out. John, I don't think John Cena's dead. He's just not at this pay-per-view. He's filming a movie. Let's see. Who do I think will win, Lesnar or Goldberg? I don't know, but I have a sinking suspicion that Goldberg's going to lose because he's probably not coming back again. He doesn't need the win, and he's already got one on Lesnar. Shades of the Steiner brothers. Avalanche Bulldog from the top rope. American Alpha on... Oh, wait a minute. Make sure you got the right guy in there. Hook up both legs in the 3 count. That's good ring generalship by American Alpha there. They wanted to make sure the legal man was in the ring at the time he needed to be. Oh, wait a minute. This whole thing's breaking down now as the club. This whole thing is breaking down now. Thank you, Edward. Help Panda Man get to 200 subscribers. Somebody subscribe to Panda Man. And Panda Man, help me get to 600 subscribers. Somebody help both of us. So now this whole thing's breaking down. Rhino and Slater in the ring with Enzo and Kaz. The 2 big men squaring off. Enzo and Slater squaring off now. Fists are flying. Both teams have their partners in the corner. Enzo and Kaz are eyeing Heath Slater. Oh no, assisted splash on the outside by Enzo. Or by Kaz to Enzo. There goes Rhino. By the way, Kaz did that and there were mostly Raw shirts on the outside. Big boot missed. But Enzo and Rhino both end up on the outside nonetheless. And here comes Heath Slater. He got kids. He's going to get himself a big double wide with this top rope backsplash. He stage dived on top of everybody. That entire pile of bodies. And here come American Alpha in the ring now. I think they're going to do their thing. Oh no. Sheamus came in with the battle axe. Belly to belly on Sheamus overhead. Well done. Double leg pick by Cesaro. Big swing in the middle of the ring. Sure, why not? A Survivor Series swing? This should do it. Yeah, I had to leave for a minute. What was your answer to what you do for a living? Oh, big rolling German suplex. Good Lord. This match has all the action. I may have to hold on comments for a second. American Alpha, he just belly to belly his own partner on the outside to a sea of human beings. Oh my gosh. Irish whip now. Oh, there comes Gallows with just a big, double sledge to the mush. And now they're setting Jordan up now. Bye-bye. That will do it. What do I do for a living? I'm Batman. Please subscribe to Cap's channel. Go subscribe to Cap's channel. Panda Man only has 2 subs and no content. 5 sub. What's my favorite? Big spine buster by Cap. This match is just incredible. My favorite finish of all time is Sweet Chin Music, but it got overused on the indies. Thanks, Super Kick Party. My second favorite is the Mandible Claw, though. Big right hand. Heath Slater is in the absolute wrong part of town now. As the Raw team left is consisted of Sheamus and Cesaro, Enzo and Kaz, and the club, and Sheamus doesn't want to tag Cesaro in, despite them being partners. And Slater again in the wrong part of town, but he manages to escape. Wait, who's left on? Is it just? I think it's just Slater and Rhino left on the SmackDown side. Big elbow by the club. Another big elbow by the club. Or by Gallows, rather, onto Slater. Oh, and Gallows accidentally knocked himself into Enzo when he came off to run those ropes. Slater needs a tag, and he needs a tag right now. Gallows has no idea what's coming. The crowd in Canada does, though. Gore to Gallows. And the club gets another loss on pay-per-view. Of course they do. Rhino, by the way, celebrating. You shouldn't do that too long. Big boot by Big Kaz. And another one to Slater. Here comes Enzo from the top rope. And this could do it for Rhino if he doesn't move out of the way and he does another splash. 1, 2, that'll do it. Oh, the Usos are still in it. Forgot about the Usos. There's the Uso in the middle of the ring. I can't tell them apart. Don't ask me to. Against Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore is just raining shots down. Batter up with that huge right hand. And Enzo's firing up. He got a super kick for his trouble, though. Tag one Uso to the other. Measuring him. Big superfly splash in the middle of the ring. And that will do it. So it's the Usos versus Sheamus and Cesaro now. Single team versus single team. The Uso getting tossed to the outside now by Sheamus. And rips off the SmackDown shirt just to start to club him in the chest. Just beating down on that chest. And the crowd chanting 10. Ty Dillinger is over. Ty Dillinger is old beer. The rolling fireman's carry there by Sheamus on the Uso. Who's only got one person to tag, who's not at his corner. Cesaro is still laid out. Essentially, this is a one-on-one match. Now, bro kick missed. Kick to the midsection blocked. Oh, a turning enziguri is not blocked. Uso tags the Uso. Both of them in there. Double super kick to Cesaro. Sheamus moved out of the way. Bro kick on the Uso. And the other Uso tossed to the outside. 1, 2. Oh! And the Uso saved the Uso from that bro kick pin in the middle of the ring. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Team Raw was going to take it. Irish whip clothesline over the top rope. Sheamus to the Uso. The Uso now catching another shot. He's going to be set up on the top rope. Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's the one with the shirt on now. For those keeping score at home. Thanks, commentators, because I damn sure can't tell them apart. It's going to be a top rope Samoan drop. Or no, it's top rope white noise. Top rope white noise! But a splash from the top rope. It was a second rope white noise, but a splash from the top from the Uso. And Cesaro, did he break it up? Did he get there in time? Double stop, did he get there in time? Did he break? What happened? Did he get there in time? Was it 2? He got there in time. The match continues. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this match. Cesaro now is absolutely back in this match. He's holding the tag ropes and everything. He's trying to cheer on his partner. Cesaro, I think now Sheamus will make the tag. Yes, he will. Cesaro in there against Jay. Running European uppercut. Irish whip to the other corner. There's another running European uppercut. He's going to do this a third time now. He's going to do this a fourth time. He was only going to do that as long as Jay was going to allow him. And Jay reversed with his own European uppercut. Springboard European uppercut by Cesaro. Here comes Jimmy. There goes Jimmy up on the top rope. Drop kick by Cesaro up to the top rope. Shades of my best friend, the next big thing, Kyle Webb. Here comes Cesaro. Wait a minute. Cesaro hit a 619 on Jey Uso. And a running European uppercut on Jimmy. Cesaro's running all over the ring. He runs to the other side, runs up to the top rope, flying cross body block, hook on the outside leg, pin that man. Oh, and he kicks out. Jey Uso, if you can believe this, kicked out of all those European uppercuts. And the flying crossbody, a picture-perfect flying crossbody by Cesaro. And you thought he was just a land animal. He can fly, too. He's a Swiss Army man. Cesaro going to set up Jay for the big swing? Yes, he is. Round and round he goes. Where he stops, only Cesaro knows. And if Jay's got to be disoriented, the entire crowd now, Ty Dillinger fans, the 10 chants, going all the way around. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. As opposed to counting the spins, it's just 10, 10, 10. Count by 10s, kid. 10, 10, 10. Cesaro's going to step into a sharpshooter in Canada. No! There's a super kick to the leg. There's a flying forearm to Sheamus on the outside. And Jey Uso's going to hook Cesaro into that leg submission. Yes, he is. He's got the hammerlock around Jay's leg. He's got the single leg crab. And Cesaro, I think, has to tap. Unless he can make the ropes, Cesaro's got to tap. I don't see Cesaro making the ropes. I don't see... Oh, but he's crawling. Cesaro's crawling. Cesaro looking. He's stretching himself out to try to reach those ropes. Oh, Cesaro rolls through. Cesaro rolled through the maneuver. Cesaro rolled through the maneuver into a sharpshooter. Jey Uso in a sharpshooter, and it's locked in. Cesaro is sitting back on that sharpshooter. Jey Uso learning nothing from Robert Roode on NXT yesterday. Robert Roode was able to stay on his forearms for the most part. Jey Uso finally able to power his way up and trying to get to the ropes, but Cesaro crawls right back into the middle of the ring. Uh-oh. Super kick, no bro kick. Jimmy Uso was going to super kick Cesaro, instead catches a bro kick, and Cesaro gets a submission in the middle of the ring. Sharpshooter in Canada at Survivor Series. I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette after that match. Good Lord. Oh my, the Usos turned that match up. The Usos turned that match up. That was a big match. And now does Cesaro shake Sheamus' hand? Does Sheamus actually shake Cesaro's hand? Are they going to actually be a team here? Is this the new Mega Ball? Sheamus again. Blowing Cesaro off. Sheamus and Cesaro still can't get along with each other. And Cesaro taking a victory lap. And going into the crowd. Oh, what a match. God damn, what a match. What a match. Alright. Let's take a look at some of these comments that have been rolling in since I was watching the match. The match was just amazing. Let's see. What's going on, Ray? Welcome aboard. Brandon, thank you for coming. The last few minutes were amazing. Yeah, the last few minutes of that match, Mario, were outstanding. Let's take a look over here on the YouTubes. Finisher, 12 subs, ECW. Dude, sub Carlolo, let's see. Can I sub to yours? Yes, you can sub to anybody you want to. Shout out, please. What's going on? Edward Collado. Please subscribe to my channel. Panda Man. Fine, sure. I don't have a problem with that. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I am on that one. Okay. Panda Man, yeah. I'll subscribe to you. Sure. Why not? So long as you subscribe to me. Let's see. What did you think of NXT TakeOver? NXT TakeOver was, as usual, an amazing pay-per-view. And so far, I feel like my prediction yesterday was spot on that it was going to be a better pay-per-view than Survivor Series, at least so far. But that tag match, at least the ending of that tag match, was incredible. Was absolutely incredible. But in my opinion, NXT TakeOver, the first two matches were okay. They weren't bad. Like, there wasn't a bad match. First two matches were okay. And then as the night progressed, the matches just got progressively better. For the most part, in my opinion, the match of the night was the tag match, the tag championship match, the 2 out of 3 falls match at NXT TakeOver. But we still got a lot to see what happens here at Survivor Series, to see if NXT TakeOver will turn out to be better than the Survivor Series, like most of the NXT TakeOvers have been recently, or if Survivor Series will be on par. Like the NXT TakeOver, again, Toronto was a hard show to follow. I damn sure wouldn't want to follow that. Let's see. What's going on, Steve Takuri? Can I subscribe to Carlolo. Done. Subscribe to me. Panda Man did that already. Takeover was cool. Panda Man, if you sub to me, I will sub to you. Sub me and I'll sub you back. What's going on, Fat Boy 15? How you doing? I wonder if that. No, it's not. Let's see. Can you put the camera so we can see the match? There's a copyright issue with that. I don't really want to do that. It'll all come back to me, and stuff will be ripped down. There'll be copyright notices. Monetization will be stripped down. All the other stuff. Especially since they're advertising a Disney movie right now. I want to make sure the TV is muted for that. Let's make sure that does not happen right now. Hey, Fat Boy, let's see, I will subscribe to you. I love the way he's describing everything. Thank you, Fat Boy. Okay, I will sum to you. Carlino, do you have PS4? Oh, the party people are getting along right here. Let's see, I have one in Italy. Xbox 360. You should be a WWE commentator. Yes, I should. Too bad WWE doesn't know that yet. Let's go SmackDown Live. Mom says, alcohol is your enemies. God says, love your enemies. Ha! Yes. There you go. That's I think it's the whole point of 2 drink minimum. Right here. Let's see. Carlolo cursed, I think. Oh my. Let's see, like my meme. Let's see who won. Team Raw won. Shout out, please. Shout me. I did. Orlando here. Shout out again to Orlando. What's going on? Takeover was awesome except for Shinsuke versus Joe. Shinsuke versus Joe was alright. It didn't live up to the hype I thought of the first match. However, I feel like the ending was better. So the first match between Shinsuke and Joe, the match was great. The ending was alright. This one, the match was fine. It wasn't great, but the ending was better than the ending to the last match. Let's see here. Stick Dud said, fuck you, fat ass. Is fat ass a name? I don't know. And again, if you want that, that's what Chatterbait is for, and I'm not going to knock you for that. I've been on Chatterbait before, as a viewer, not as a performer, although I'm sure you would want that. But I'm not. It's fine. It's okay. If that's your thing, that's cool. Shinsuke should have won. Yes, he should have. Shinsuke absolutely should have won. Of course he should have, and his entrance was amazing. You're a good commentator. Thank you very much. I had experience with it on the indies. I used to wrestle and manage on the indies, so I have experience commentating. Plus, as a kid, like I was by my, I'm an only child, so I was playing with my WWF toys as a kid and doing commentary. So that's what I did. Like I learned from the best Gorilla Monsoon with the patella, the occipital medulla oblongata, the collateral ligaments. Let's see. Which team from Raw won? It was Cesaro and Sheamus were the last surviving team, eliminating the Usos. If you don't watch the rest of the tag team elimination match, all you really need to see is when the Usos and Sheamus and Cesaro are the last team left, because they fucking stole it, man. They absolutely, abjectly stole that match. That was amazing. Their segment in that match was absolutely awesome. Sticks does saying, just kidding. Can I get a shout out? Jagger21 Grant. What's going on, Jagger? Welcome to the party. What's your predictions on this cruiserweight match we're about to see? Let me make sure I'm live in a living color. Yes, I am. All right, let's see. His entrance was awesome. Yes, Shinsuke's entrance was amazing. Why, good. Well, again, welcome, Jagger. Let's see. Best match of the night, says Mario Fanboy. I tend to agree with him. Let's see. Pecker 56. I guess I'm going to have to call you Pecker, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Pecker 56? Or 56. Let's see. Keyshawn is watching. Welcome, Keyshawn. The tag match was the best match so far. Yes, it absolutely was. Am I going to commentate Lesnar versus Goldberg? I'm going to commentate everything, baby. That's the whole point. That's what we're doing here. We're watching live. Lucha Kalisto and his newfound attitude in the back. And it was Kalisto was the one who had the beef with Jericho, right? I'm trying to think here. I have to look it up again. But I believe it was Kalisto. It had to be Kalisto. I know it was Kalisto. You know, the man with the plan. Oh, Sin Cara. Sorry. Why did I think it was Kalisto? It was Sin Cara. Sin Cara had beef with Chris Jericho, yes. It's a cruiserweight match now. Zarar is what we're watching. By the way, welcome. It wasn't it was Sin Cara. I don't know why I thought it was Kalisto, but it was Sin Cara. Did you see that botch Kalisto did on SmackDown? Yes, I did. But did you see the cover for that botch that his opponent did from NXT? His opponent had the wherewithal to cover it up and stomp on him, and they still managed to pull out a good match. Why? Because they knew how to work. So we got Kalisto versus Kendrick with the referee who looks just like Scorpio, Too Cold Scorpio, in there. He's officiating this thing. There's the handshake in the middle of the ring. The Cruiserweight title is on the line for this one. Kalisto's going to take the title to SmackDown for sure. Oh, that was a Frankensteiner as opposed to a Hurricane Rana. And Kalisto goes up and over the top rope onto Brian Kendrick, and the network skips, so I'm repeating that. All right. My network connection just skipped. So I saw Kalisto dive over the top twice. My vid stopped. What? How'd your vid stop? Get it again. What's going on, Lance? Welcome to the party. Springboard crossbody by Kalisto on Brian Kendrick over the outside leg, and only gets a 2 count out of that. But so long 2 count. Brian Kendrick has been shaken, rattled, and rolled by Kalisto early on in this match. And I feel like it was from that Frankenstein. I feel like because Brian Christopher didn't actually roll through that, he might be a little discombobulated now. Kalisto springboard, corkscrew splash off the middle rope, only gets a 2 count. And Brian Christopher, again, looks like he's sucking in oxygen. Looks like he's looking for some respite. Looks like he's looking for some kind of break here. But he's not going to get it as Kalisto's going to kick at that leg once again. Oh, calf kick by Brian Kendrick right on the mark. Actually, exactly what he needed at that moment. Oh, Seattle suplex. Beautifully executed. Hook of both legs now, and only gets a 1 and a long half. Just Brian Kendrick. I almost want to say Christopher, but it's Brian Kendrick. Brian Christopher was Grandmaster Sexay. Did you see The Undertaker on SmackDown? Yes, I did. What's going on, Diego? Welcome to the party. That's what made me think that SmackDown was absolutely going to lose, but Raw has won both of the Survivor Series matches so far, so I can't imagine Raw doing a clean sweep, or maybe they are. Hook up both legs, and now roll up by Brian Christopher, or dare I get it again, Kendrick. There's a schoolboy by Kendrick on Kalisto, and Kalisto does it right back to Kendrick. 1, 2, and a kick out. You think Kalisto will win? I do too, because they got to move the Cruiserweights over to SmackDown. It only makes sense for Kalisto to win. If for some reason Brian Christopher keeps the belt and keeps the Cruiserweights over on Raw, that would be the stupidest logistic decision WWE has made this year. Outside of having Brock Lesnar go out and try to cut a heel promo in his hometown of Minnesota. Front drop kick into the corner. And Kendrick wants to stay in those ropes. He doesn't want to get anywhere near the middle of the ring right now. And that's very smart on his part. You can't be pinned over by the ropes. You can be pinned in the middle of the ring. Sin Cara, not Kalisto. That's right. Yeah, Smack needs this for ratings, but you know, Vince, dumbass. Yes, Vince is an idiot sometimes. Vince is absolutely an idiot. You're welcome, Jagger. Let's see. I think both of Brock's and Goldberg's interests will be longer than the match itself. It very well could be. Who knows? The Undertaker could be the special guest referee. Just kick By the way, in the meantime, Kalisto's head and body was in between the ring steps and the post, and Brian Christopher just kicked the ring steps into Kalisto's head into the ring post. And now I think Brian Kendrick might be good with a count-out victory here, and he might just get it after that devastating, dastardly move from the man with the plan. And the crowd again chanting 10. By the way, that's going to screw with the wrestlers because they can't hear. It's going to be hard for them to hear the referees and their counts. Like they just gotta keep counting their head once everything is 10. Now Brian Kendrick now starting to go to work on Kalisto. Forearm shiver right across the bridge of the nose. Tying Kalisto up on that bottom rope. Now hanging him on the top rope and pulling at his mask to hold him in place. Just to stretch him out a bit. And a kick right to Kalisto's shoulder and the back of his head. Kendrick now, one of the nicest guys in real life you'll ever want to meet. I've met him a few times. One of the nicest. He led some classes that I took part in a few times. One of the nicest guys, one of the most open guys you'd ever want to meet. Right now, his plan is to take full advantage of being an evil bastard on TV, and I can't say I blame him. Cravat locked in on Kalisto now. What this does is this twists Kalisto's neck, as well as restricts the flow of blood to the brain to the positioning of the cravat hold. It may not look devastating. It certainly doesn't look devastating, but it's harder to get out of than it really looks, unless you know exactly what you're doing. And Kalisto now is fighting his way back up to his feet. He is back up to his feet, and he rolls Brian Kendrick off of him, but Kendrick holds on to the cravat. He absolutely holds on to the cravat. Good maneuvering there by Brian Christopher, or Kendrick. Keep wanting to call him Brian Christopher, by Brian Kendrick. But Raw's won. You're right, Lance. SmackDown will get the cruiserweights, but Raw's won all the Survivor Series matches so far. Like that, I wasn't expecting that. Kalisto rolls through the cravat this time and actually catches a break, only to get snapped over. Oh, Kendrick's back, and now Kalisto's just going right back to those kicks. He's gonna try to ground Brian Kendrick by kicking. Oh God, Brian Kendrick, arm ringered Kalisto. Held onto his arm and dove himself through the middle rope, latching Kalisto onto the top and middle ropes there, his neck choking up against that top rope. That was a good move to buy Brian Kendrick some time, but Kalisto's right back on top of him with a drop kick right to the knee. Kalisto's going to try to go to the outside now as Brian Kendrick going to try to come right back to the inside. Both men now on the apron, crawling their way up to their feet. Oh, that was just a big kick right to the back of Brian Kendrick's head, and that was a kick from Brian Kendrick to the front of Kalisto's head. Slice break number 2, no. Kalisto gets run into the post, or Kendrick gets run into the post. Here comes Kalisto. What is he? Oh my God! What's he gonna do from the apron? Oh God! A C4! God! Oh my God! A C4 from the ring apron to the outside. I thought that's what he was going to do, but I'm like, he's not actually going to do it. He did it. A C4 from the apron to the outside. Oh my God. Oh my God. A C4 from the apron to the outside. Oh my gosh, they're dead. They are dead. I can't believe that. A C4 from the apron to the outside, and both men able to get to their feet somehow. How in the hell did they do? They landed. Those mats are only for aesthetics. They're not soft. 2 in the middle of the ring, and Brian Kendrick is able to kick out nonetheless. And Brian Kendrick again rolling towards those ropes and to the outside. I think Brian Kendrick may want to break. Brian Kendrick may want to take a walk right now, and Kalisto's not going to let him. Kalisto's going to fly again through the ropes onto Brian Kendrick. And Kendrick getting hammered now by Kalisto from the back. Kalisto needs to get Brian Kendrick in the ring if he's going to win the title. He can't win the title on the outside, and I think Kendrick knows that, and he just ran Kalisto's back right into the apron. Kendrick knows he can't lose a title on the outside. I think that's why he keeps moving towards the outside and towards the ropes. And Kalisto now finally throwing Kendrick back into the ring, and he needs to put him away right now. After that C4, after that dive through the ropes, Kalisto needs to put him away right now. Oh, and Kendrick just clips the leg of Kalisto off right off that top rope. Kalisto now dangling precariously. I did sub you, Carlolo. Good for you. How are they not dead? I don't know, Mario fanboy. I don't know. But Kendrick now climbing up to the middle rope. Kalisto on the top rope. Kendrick was looking for a side suplex. Kalisto fighting his way out of it. Is he going to from the top? Oh my gosh. No, Kalisto can't do this. Kendrick raking the eyes. Kalisto was looking for, I think, the Salida del Sol from the top rope. Oh, wait a minute. Is Kendrick looking for from the top rope, the captain's hook? From the top rope, the captain's hook to the apron, and Kalisto now is getting choked all the way out. Kalisto's only recourse is going to get to the ropes, and he's not going to be able to do that as Kendrick rolls away from the ropes. But Kalisto's still close enough, I think. If he can make it there, he's trying. He's trying. And inches away. Inches away. The ropes are right inches away. What did you miss, Fly Guy channel? Well, the Kalisto is in the captain's hook now, and he made it to the ropes. Oh, just an amazing Raw vs. SmackDown tag match. At least the ending. The cruiserweights are pouring it on. There was a C4 from the apron to the floor 2 minutes ago. The captain's hook from Kendrick to Kalisto didn't get the job done, at least this time. Kendrick is back up to his feet, but his legs are knotted up on him because Kalisto's been kicking the hell out of him all match long. Also, Brian Kendrick's back. Like, how Brian Kendrick is still on his feet after taking a C4 from the apron to the floor, I will never understand. But there he is. Not only is he still in this match, he's back in control now, waiting for Kalisto to get up. And now Kalisto is going to catch a beating from Brian Kendrick. Oh no! Brian Kendrick's going for the mask. Brian Kendrick went for Kalisto's mask, forcing him to the corner, and is now forearming Kalisto's kidneys. Kalisto now barely able to hang on. Big boot right to Brian Kendrick, who came in, charging from corner to corner. There's another big boot. Both of them this time. And now Kalisto again going right back to those kicks, trying to knot up the legs of Brian Kendrick. Oh, big spinning back kick to Kendrick's face. Springboard from the second rope. Kalisto rolls through. Charging Kendrick into the corner there. Almost a Death Valley driver there, a rolling version by Kalisto. Almost a Rough Rider to the back of Kendrick. Oh! Kneeling Frankensteiner to Kendrick. Kendrick has taken his head has taken a beating in the last 30 seconds or so, looking for but network skipped. Anyway, Kalisto going for the Salida del Sol, and he got it. He got the Salida del Sol. Hook of the outside leg. Kendrick's inside leg hits the bottom rope, though, and the match continues on. Yes, punk-ass Miz did win, thanks to Maurice. Zayn had him in a hole in the figure four. Maurice rung the bell. Sami Zayn thought he had won. He didn't. He got rolled up in a handful of tights. Kalisto now has to dig deep. He's got to find the inner reserve. Wait, who's that? Wait, that's Baron Corbin? Baron Corbin just nailed Brian Kendrick. Oh, and he just hit his finish on Kalisto. What the hell is Baron Corbin doing in the middle of this cruiserweight match? What? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Baron Corbin came into the match nailed Brian Kendrick from behind. In comes Kalisto, springboard into Baron Corbin's finisher. Snap back. What the hell was Baron Corbin doing? What the hell was Baron Corbin doing? Is it because he hates Kalisto so much? What the hell did Baron Corbin do that for? And logistically, what does that do to the 205 show? Logistically, what does that do to the 205 show? Thank you, Sarar. I appreciate that. I wish I could replace Michael Cole. I'd take that paycheck in a heartbeat. Brian Kendrick won by disqualification because Baron Corbin hit him from behind. And then Baron Corbin hit his finish on Kalisto. I understand that Baron Corbin has beef with Kalisto. But logistically, the 205 show needs the cruiserweights on SmackDown. Oh. The 205 show needs the cruiserweights on SmackDown. Meanwhile, what's Renee Young doing in a maternity dress? What the hell is that? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. No, Brian Kendrick won by DQ. Oh. That finish made no sense. That finish made no damn sense. Like, why would you do that? I get it, you wanted to continue the Baron Corbin and Kalisto story, but come on. Logistically, the cruiserweights need to be on SmackDown. So now the cruiserweights are going to have to travel with Raw and 205. What the hell? What the hell they're gonna be? What the hell kind of sense does that make? What the hell kind of sense does that make? Logistically, WWE just screwed themselves. Backstage segment with Baron Corbin. Corbin is a dumbass. Incredible. Who'd have thunked it? Who'd have thunked it? Who would have thunked it? Let's see here. Remember, no matter what happens tonight, it'll be fine because Santa's coming. Yes, Santa is coming. He should be coming. He better be coming. At least that's what I believe. If I've learned anything from watching Classic Survivor Series over the last week, is that Santa will usually end the show. Right? Right. Winners as he started. You say logistically a lot. Well, because it makes sense. If the 205 show is going to be taped on Tuesdays, the same day SmackDown is taped, then by God, why wouldn't you have the cruiserweights? Why wouldn't you have the cruiserweights there on the SmackDown show? How does that make any sense? What's going on weekday? Why would you not have the cruiserweight? All right. All right. No, on Survivor Series. Yes. Go check out the Survivor Series 92 and 93 streams I just did on my channel. You'll see what I'm talking about with Santa Claus giving the rubber to somebody. Are we at the I think we are. We're at the Raw team versus SmackDown team men's match now. Already. Good Lord. Let's see. Who will win? Expert, what's going on, Best Gamer? Expert Thief is wondering who will win Brock versus Goldberg. You say Goldberg without a doubt. I say Lesnar almost without a doubt because Brock already won the first match between the two. And also, Lesnar doesn't need, or Goldberg doesn't need a win. Like, it doesn't make any sense for Goldberg to win. Because he's only going to be here for this one and out match. Like, why wouldn't he lose? Raw needs to fill 3 hours more than SmackDown. So really 205 Live should go to Raw. But whatever, WWE doesn't know what they're doing. Yes, Raw does need to fill 3 hours as long as they're going to keep it 3 freaking hours. But from what I understand about how they're taping the show, like they're taping the show on Tuesdays. So it sounded like, and it's a 205 Live, right? So it sounded like the logical thing to do would be to move all the cruiserweights over to SmackDown, the show that's actually on Tuesdays, right? Otherwise, the cruiserweights are going to have to travel with Raw and SmackDown, as opposed to just traveling with SmackDown, which would make more sense. It's the same equivalency of of when ECW was around. ECW traveled around with SmackDown just because it made more sense for them to do that because of how the traveling schedule was and how the TV schedule was. So, I don't know. Results for Goldberg and Brock already leaked. Oh, yes? You say that, Makai Laws? What information do you have that was leaked already on Goldberg versus Brock? Who do your sources... This just in. Makai Laws already has the answer to who's going to win Lesnar versus Goldberg. Go ahead. Bring it on, baby. Who you think will win Raw versus SmackDown, and Goldberg will kick Brock's ass because it's his comeback match. He should win. First off, Goldberg's 50. You gotta understand these like rules of like physics and law and time and stuff. Lesnar's 50. He hasn't been in a wrestling ring in 12 freaking years. Lesnar's been doing this, even though not every week, on a more regular basis than Goldberg. He's in better shape. He's a monster. He's younger. He's faster. And Goldberg already won. Goldberg already beat Lesnar the first time. So Goldberg doesn't need the win. Goldberg really, for all intents and purposes, doesn't need the win, particularly since most of us think this is going to be his last match. He doesn't need the win. Let's see here. That makes sense, but WWE doesn't make sense. That's right, RPS. We all know that. Matthew Seaman sent us a picture of what looks like a human being, a big-necked human being. All right, thank you, Matthew, for that. Let's see. WWE never made sense. Sometimes they did. Makai. Sometimes they do. When they do make sense, it makes all the sense in the world. When they don't make sense, it makes no sense why they don't make sense. If that makes sense. Where are the results for the Lesnar-Goldberg match? They probably in the gorilla position. Corbin versus Kalisto rivalry of the year. That's what they're trying to get going. And if Kalisto keeps this intensity up that he had in this match, I could possibly see that happening. And it's a good thing for Baron Corbin, because if Kalisto can help carry him to that next level where they want Corbin to be. No snitching. No snitching! So no offense, Goldberg would kick your ass. Brock is a socially awkward bitch. I almost defy you to say that to Mr. Lesnar's face. Rock isn't socially awkward. He's just not great on the mic, except for when he initially went to UFC. He cut some of the best promos anybody had ever seen. Especially after his first win in UFC. He was like, I want to drink me a beer. I want to drink Budweiser. Fuck, of course, I'm going to drink Budweiser. Like, whatever the hell. Like, go back and find Lesnar's promos when he was in UFC. They are amazing. Who went 5 versus 5 boys? I have no idea. I thought for sure it was going to be Raw because The Undertaker issued that threat to SmackDown. Turns out Raw has been a clean sweep, so I feel like SmackDown has to win just for the sake of symmetry and balance. Maybe 205 would be like Superstars or main event. where it'll be its own thing and not connected to Raw or SmackDown. Maybe. I don't know how that's going to work out. Now the cruiserweights are moving. I don't know how that's going to work out at all. Let's see. SmackDown says Ben Abbott. Can you please show that Makai Laws load? Caleb said show the matches, please. Unfortunately, I can't. It's a copyright thing. I can't really show the match. I can't really have the volume up too loud either because this thing is also connected to YouTube and it'll be archived on my YouTube page, youtube.com/surreal469. And the problem with that is once all that stuff happens, it'll be ripped down in a heartbeat. I saw my comment about 205 being different from SmackDown being like main event or superstars. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out though, Mario fanboy. I feel like at this point, because of how the everything's up in the air. I have no clue what I think. It almost feels like WWE did that just to screw the people on the smart marks who kind of knew something backstage about the 205 live show just to say, you don't know everything. Well, okay, but now you got to work around that, WWE. Now you got to figure out how to do all that shit and make it work for you. Let's see. He is so not a people person. He is a fucking retard. He is not a people person, which is why he lives in the woods. And also because, would you want him to live in a city near you, or would you want him out in the woods with the rest of the grizzly bears? Right. What is next then? This is the 5-on-5 Raw versus SmackDown match, and we're probably going to get definitely going to get Goldberg versus Lesnar next. Show the end of Goldberg and Lesnar. I get a copyright thing. I can't show you everything. Sorry guys, but Goldberg not winning. It's going to be 1-1, and the next will be in WrestleMania. I hope not. Because unless Goldberg pulls out some shit and is somehow better than he was 15 years ago when he was in the fucking ring, I don't want to see Goldberg Lesnar at Mania, and I don't think you do either. See, I said, no snitching! He lives in the woods. He does live in the woods. Like, and can you imagine? He drugged Sable out to the woods. If anybody's a city girl, it's fucking Sable. But he clubbed her over the head and drug her to the woods by her hair. Why? Because he's Brock goddamn... Love me some Bray Wyatt. Let's see. The only SmackDown win at this pay-per-view so far is The Miz. Yeah, that's just freaking weird. They don't want none. They don't want none. They don't want none. I'm told they don't want none. Stop trying to give it to them. I'm told they don't want none. I'm told they don't want none. It's my understanding that they, whoever they are, don't want none. SmackDown's men team will have to win. That's what I feel. It feels like they'll have to win, but I'm not sure. Like, all the predictions I had for this show went out the window. Including it, and especially the fact that the show would be terrible. Like, the show isn't terrible so far. The show actually has some really good parts in it. Particularly in some of the matches I didn't think would have, including the Cruiserweight match. And including the tag team match. The tag team match, the ending of the tag team match was amazing. I think this match will be a half hour long, says Mario Fanboy. I agree. At least a half hour. At least. Like, remember, and they're drawing these entrances out. Like, James Ellsworth entrance was super fucking long. They cut to the commentators. Like, they're going to be stretching these entrances out. Hi, Ramon or Ramon Gaming. What's going on? Welcome to the party. Is there a live stream somewhere? Let's see. Please help. Is there a live stream? Well, I'm live streaming right now. You can't see the pay-per-view because that's copyright issues, takedown, strikes, all that shit. I'm trying to grow the channel here, and then all the strikes and all this stuff is gonna ruin all that. Hey, what's going on, JoJo? How you look? Mama, you are looking good. in that blackness tonight, baby. You know it too. You know it too, mama. You looking good in that little black number. Hey, baby. Let's see. The Miz is gonna subscribe. Thank you, Makai. I appreciate that. The Miz is gonna be bragging. Yes, he is, of course. What's going on, Larry? All right. So obviously something's gonna happen between Strowman, Bray, and Randy. Something has to happen. First of all, Randy with the Wyatts is a weird ass combination to begin with, and the sooner they break that shit up, probably the better. But it's fine. Here comes the architect. He half of his shirt is his shirt. Half of his shirt is the Raw shirt. How? What? Why? What does that mean? How do you do that? That seems like it's far more work than it's worth, doesn't it? But all right. Oh, and because it matches his hair. I get it. Let's see. I will eat. Oh, come on. Do I have to do this again? I guess I have to do this again. Alright. Let's see. Who is looking good? JoJo. JoJo is looking good. JoJo is looking great. JoJo is looking amazing. Use Twitch to see Survivor Series. Says Pro Mono. Alright, I don't know if that's going to work or not. What's going on, Matthew? The entrance for Brock and Goldberg's going to be longer than a match. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. JoJo is married to a white guy. So what? Marriages end all the time. By the way, they don't have to end. I'm not the jealous type. She can be married. I just want her for as long as I need her for. Or for as long as she needs me for. Or both. Like, I let her be married. I'm not trying to marry her. You know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let's see. The match feels pointless now since Raw has more wins. Yes, it does. What's going on, Devrin? How are you doing? I still want to see. If for those of you who don't know, the old Survivor Series is used to end with Santa Claus coming out, right, and shaking the hand or raising the hand of the big conquering face, right? He did it to Bret Hart. He did it to Lex Luger. And the thing is, I want to see Santa Claus come out at the end of this Survivor Series and check his list against Chris Jericho's. Preach, you don't want me to preach, Makai, you know. Some of my videos I actually do get into preaching. I actually do open up some sermons a bit, like on various subjects. But beautiful, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kevin Owens is not wearing a Raw shirt. Why? Because he doesn't need to. It's draped over his shoulder. Fine, that's as close as you're gonna get. But he's not actually wearing a damn Raw shirt. Actually, hell, neither is what's the guy with the bulletproof vest? Santa will come out after Brock versus Goldberg. Okay, I can see that. Roman Reigns isn't wearing a Raw shirt either. I wonder if there's going to be like a talking smack or whatever at the end of this, or Raw talk or whatever. I wonder what the post game is going to be. And who's going to be on it. Side guy. Gorilla Joe, side guy. Now, I got no problem being the side guy. He's wearing the bulletproof vest. Roman Reigns, of course, is wearing the bulletproof vest, which always makes it awkward whenever somebody attacks his body, which is why during the Hell in a Cell match, when Rusev kept hitting him with the kendo stick at the body, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't make any difference. He's wearing a bulletproof vest, you idiot. you stupid idiot! He's wearing a bulletproof vest! All right, now the shirts are coming off for certain guys. So now AJ's going to start off for the blue team. KO's going to start off. Oh, KO actually put his shirt on. Look at this. I'm shocked. KO actually put his shirt on, and while everybody else was taking theirs off. KO versus AJ here. It was a main event in any Ring of Honor bingo hall in the country, rather than the Northeast. Both men going to try to out-wrestle the other. Hammerlock into a headlock now by AJ Styles. Forearm shot to the side of AJ by Kevin Owens. KO now with a headlock on AJ. Working it hard in the middle of the ring. Grinding it out. Again, this is a main event on any final battle in Ring of Honor anywhere in the country. Irish whip now north to south. Leapfrog. Does AJ Styles go for a drop kick? Doesn't do any good. Kevin Owens with a senton doesn't do any good. Both men rode out of the way of the other one's maneuvers. They know each other far too well. Bye, gotta go. Can you check my channel out first, like you promised earlier? I got the channel set up. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, see what's up with it. I haven't forgotten about it. There's another tab open on my screen. I absolutely see it. Roman, let's see, Dick. Yes, Dick is a short name for Richard, popular MMOs. Let's see, Steen. I like AJ though. Everybody likes AJ. The stupid idiot chant, and the second Canadian in this match. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho hugging it out in front of the Canadian people. And Chris Jericho just took his shirt off for all the ladies in the audience and some of you men. No on hate, nobody's judging. Take a look at the perfect physique that is Chris Jericho. Throws the shirt in AJ Styles' face, and this rivalry continues on right where it left off. Greatest of all time, grinding out a side headlock on AJ Styles now. Irish whip north to south. Shoulder block down, Chris Jericho on AJ Styles. And Jericho is drinking in the adulation of his fellow countrymen, and gets a drop kick right in the face. About to drink that in, Jericho. At some point, he'll probably fight Kevin Owens, but probably not. I'm thinking sometime after Rumble, probably. So you hate him, you're a Randy Orton fan and a Roman Reigns fan. Ew, old man boobs. Makai just said, "You stupid idiot! You know what? Where's my pin? Whoever had my pin, and you, Makai, you're on the list." And AJ tags in Dean Ambrose as Seth Rollins is in the ring now, and it's going to be Shield versus Shield, as if we haven't seen this before. Shield v. Shield again. As Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins square off. Seth Rollins standing switch, Dean Ambrose standing switch. Seth Rollins now has the arm of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose took the leg out of Seth Rollins, and they're wrestling back and forth. Good chain there by both men. Hammerlock into a front face lock now by Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose is going to work his way out into an arm wringer. And Seth Rollins now is going to try to find a way to escape. He's going to roll out of it. Yes, he is. Nice kip up. Leg pick. Cover doesn't even get a 1 count. There's a leg trip by Dean Ambrose. Cover doesn't even get a 1 count. And both men square off again. Grinding out a headlock. Irish whip east to west. Shoulder block by Ambrose. Leapfrog by Rollins. Kick to the midsection by Ambrose. Going for Dirty D's. Not going to get it. Kick to the midsection. Going for a pedigree of Seth Rollins. Not going to get it. Back body drop by Dean Ambrose. But Seth Rollins is on his feet. And we're back to square one. What's going on, Alan? Be nice, slide me your WWE network. This is not even mine. It's my best friend's. So I can't even slide it to you. Because I forgot what the hell it was. Wait, never mind. I can't stay. Well, whenever you finish the pay-per-view, don't worry about it. This will still be here. You can come back and check it out anytime you want to. YouTube.com/surreal469, baby. It'll be right here. Jericho sucks. I don't know if I spelled it right. Don't know if you spelled it right. You're on the list! And so you did. Anyone eliminated? No, not yet. All 10 men still involved in this matchup. Chris Jericho tags in on Dean Ambrose now. Knife edge chops his way out of a corner. Irish whip now corner to corner reverse by Dean Ambrose on Chris Jericho. Boot right to the face. Jericho to Ambrose. Arm drag Ambrose to Jericho. And there's a second one. Irish whip now. South to north. There's a kick now. Ambrose ducks his head a little bit too early. Does the rope swingy thing that he normally did. Jericho went for a code breaker, didn't get it. Walls of Jericho got twisted out of by Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose back up to his feet. Ducks the clothesline, does Jericho. Enziguri to Dean Ambrose, and knocks him back flat on his butt. Look at the outside leg, and only got a 1 count out of that. Did Chris Jericho. Jericho now just slapping the taste out of Ambrose's mouth, forearming the taste out of it, and a big headbutt. And attack. Nobody on the Raw team wants to tag in. Strowman didn't put his hand out. Roman didn't put his hand out. Even Kevin Owens didn't put his hand out. Both men now back in that corner. Jericho now in that neutral corner. Jericho smacking away at Dean Ambrose. Ambrose smacking away at him. Corner to corner again. And Ambrose now on top of Chris Jericho, just firing in those right hands right to the top of Chris Jericho's head. Jericho's in a bad position, and the referee's not counting at all. The referee is not putting on the count on Dean Ambrose. That's more than 5, ref. Come on, get them out of that corner. And Chris Jericho now is in the wrong part of town, and in comes the money, Shane O'Mac. And those stinging jabs on Jericho from Shane McMahon sends Jericho to the outside of the ring, and Jericho is frustrated. Jericho is kicking furniture, he's kicking steps, but he's not kicking any of his SmackDown opponents. But now, the right hands from Shane O'Mac. The right hands, the jabs from Shane O'Mac. Irish whip north to south. Here comes Shane. Big back elbow on Jericho. Oh, no, not the list. Oh, yes, the list! Somebody gonna help out that's not supposed to. Probably. Maybe The Undertaker. Who do you think will be the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion? So the heavyweight title is over on SmackDown. AJ Styles has it. I feel like AJ's going to keep it at least to Mania. I have no idea who's going to win it on the SmackDown side. I have no clue. None at all. Yep, it's going to be a long match. Yes, it is. What's going on, Bergstein? Welcome to the party. Chris Jericho now found his way back in control after a missile dropkick, and oh my God, the replay shows Jericho's feet just nailing Shane McMahon right in the face. Seth Rollins finally tagging in. Jericho finally able to find one of his partners that wanted to tag in. Big suplex. 1, 2, and a kick out. Seth Rollins may be thinking that Shane McMahon is Triple H at the moment. He's pulling Shane McMahon back to the wrong part of town, and in comes Roman Reigns. The first tag from the Shield brothers, and they make a wish on Shane McMahon. They just split the wishbone at Thanksgiving. Remember, Survivor Series is a Thanksgiving tradition. Who's your favorite wrestler in Raw? Kevin Owens. It's got to be Kevin Owens at this point. I really like Kevin Owens. But Jericho's doing amazing work, but most of it's on the mic. Kevin Owens, in my opinion, is probably the best wrestler on the show. Roman Reigns is just clubbing Shane McMahon in that corner. Meanwhile, as the Mac attack, as Mackay calls him, is getting attacked right now. Big uppercut by Roman Reigns. Sends Shane McMahon again into the wrong part of town. Tag Shield Brother to Shield Brother. In comes Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns holding Shane McMahon up in a full Nelson. Shane McMahon catches a fist right to the somewhere. As the camera was out of position. Snapmare by Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring. And there's another cravat. And now he's just raking the face of Shane McMahon. And back to the cravat. The vice by Kevin Owens. It's more of a vice than a cravat. The vice is like this. Cravat is like this. For those of you who don't know. Mac is asleep. Mac is about to be asleep. Jericho will be the next Universal Champion. But how can that possibly happen? Because Kevin Owens is the Universal Champion. And Kevin Owens is his best friend. What's going on, Yuling Lee? How you doing? I hope I got that right. And if I got that wrong, tell me so I can take a drink. Huge back body drop. Shane McMahon to Seth Rollins. And Shane McMahon needs a tag, and he needs it now. Seth Rollins to tag Kevin Owens. Shane McMahon to tag Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is House of Fire now. Kevin Owens, who's just getting forearms right in the face for his trouble. There's a third. And Kevin Owens is rocked now by Dean Ambrose. By the Lunatic Fringe, who comes from the corner to the corner with a big forearm. Bulldog no got pushed off by Kevin Owens, who catches a clothesline in the corner to Dean Ambrose. And Kevin Owens is going to go for that cannonball in the corner. Is Dean Ambrose awake? Yes, he is, and he comes out with a clothesline of his own. And Ambrose now attacking Jericho off the apron. Dean Ambrose now is going to fly through the ropes. Oh, he missed Kevin Owens. He absolutely missed Kevin Owens. He missed him by a country mile. But Kevin Owens still sold that shit. I can't believe it. He missed Kevin Owens by a country fucking mile. What's going on? Serafina up and over the top. Rolled right into a super kick by Kevin Owens to Dean Ambrose. Irish whip now east to west. Pop-up power. No. Pop-up Hurricane Rana by Dean Ambrose. Ducks underneath that right hand by Kevin Owens looking for the Dirty D's. There goes Chris Jericho to break that up. Doesn't want his best friend to go down. AJ Styles pops into the ring. Here comes Seth Rollins, and now this thing is about to break down again. Braun Strowman just tagged in, but I don't think the referee saw it. The referee did see it. The referee did see the tag. He acknowledged the tag, but all 10 men are still in the ring right now. Take a shot every time somebody taunts from now on. I don't have... You can do that. I gotta get up in the morning, damn it. This whole thing is broken down now. If you're keeping score at home, Braun Strowman is the legal man in the ring. Versus, I think, Dean Ambrose. Everything's falling apart. Dean Ambrose back in the middle of the ring. Where's Braun Strowman? Dean Ambrose now is the only one still in the middle of the ring. Where's Braun Strowman? Strowman's on the outside, I guess, over there with Shane. Here comes Dean Ambrose getting caught by Braun Strowman on the outside. And Strowman now, he's carrying Dean Ambrose around like a child. Like a child. Oh, look at that! Phenomenal forearm over the top, onto the outside, onto Braun Strowman by AJ Styles. What a maneuver. What a maneuver! By AJ Styles. Here comes Kevin Owens now. Kevin Owens climbing to the top. He's going to cannonball on top of everybody. Yes, he is! Oh my gosh, and he wiped everybody out. I guess you would call that a strike by Kevin Owens. Shane McMahon now back to his feet, crawling into the middle of the ring. I'm pretty sure he's still not legal. If my count is correct, it's still... Oh, God! Side suplex onto the guardrail from Randy Orton to Kevin Owens. If I remember correctly, the legal men are still Dean Ambrose and Braun Strowman. Shane McMahon is trying to get his footing. Oh, but he's not going to get it. Braun Strowman's going to get him, and Braun Strowman's going to shove him right off the top rope. and into the ring. Shane McMahon managed to land on his feet for a little while, but that's not going to do him much good because Braun Strowman's in there now. Here comes Dean Ambrose from the backside. It's going to be Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles picking away at Braun Strowman. Right hands and kicks, left hands and kicks. Big forearm shot by Dean Ambrose. Braun Strowman still on his feet. Big phenomenal forearm by AJ Styles. He's still on his feet. Clothesline, no crossbody up and over the top. Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman, and both of them are down on the outside. Here comes Roman Reigns into the ring now. It's AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose for Team SmackDown. Big shot to AJ Styles. Knocks him off his game, but still on his feet. Here comes Seth Rollins now with an enziguri to Dean Ambrose, who fires back with a clothesline of his own. Ducks the clothesline. Pele kick. AJ Styles to Roman Reigns. And AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose seem to be working together as a team better than anybody would think. Everybody do your finisher now. You're good at commentary. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Have you be Vince? Can you repeat that one for me? I think that's a sentence fragment and not a sentence. Shane McMahon now trying to keep the team together as Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles are firing off on each other. And the network skips, so you have to bear with me. The network's still skipping, still skipped. All right, so Shane McMahon breaks up the fight between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, at least for the moment. Again, at least for the moment, because AJ Styles just clubbed Dean Ambrose from behind, which isn't going to do him any good. He's a legal man, so is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman has Dean Ambrose up on his shoulder. Big running power slam, shades of the late great British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, and AJ watches as Dean Ambrose gets pinned. Oh, big Beal into the ring from Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon has just been chosen as the next legal man for Team SmackDown. Braun Strowman is going to try to pick him apart. Shane McMahon is going to try to jab his way out of this one. Short, hard jabs, hard uppercuts. Big knee to the midsection from Braun Strowman, and just rams Shane McMahon's head into the turnbuckle. And now Braun Strowman, he's going to fire off shots a lot slower than Shane McMahon, but a lot more deliberate, and it's probably going to be a lot harder. Shane McMahon now catches an avalanche in the corner from big Braun Strowman, and nobody's trying to stop him. Here comes AJ Styles, phenomenal forearm. Oh, he got caught too, and he just got bealed right back. Oh, jeez. AJ Styles just got bealed right back out of the ring and onto a cameraman. Randy Orton went for an RKO on Braun Strowman and got clotheslined for his trouble. Who is going to stop this monster Braun Strowman? Phenomenal forearm into a choke slam over the top rope to the outside. Good God. Oh. Can you get copyright on you now? I think you can. I think you can get copyright stricken on you now. What's going on, Jordan? What's going on, Emil? What's going on, Fast Faye SX? Welcome to the party. Let's see. This is, where is Ellsworth? That's a good question. Where did Ellsworth go? I was a pro wrestler in the indie circuit. They're here in central Missouri. I had color commentary people, but if you were around here back then, I would definitely have hired you. I appreciate that. I was on the indies in Southern California for a couple years, and that's partially where I got the skills for it. I used to do it back then. Oh, look out! Braun Strowman has Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt look for a chokeslam maneuver, but instead he lets go of Chris Jericho, whose nose I think is busted, and now has Bray Wyatt in his corner. Things have not gone back to normal. Teammates are not on the apron anymore. Big front drop kick to Bray Wyatt's stomach, and Bray Wyatt is to the outside. I don't know if Shane McMahon is still in this match or not, but Braun Strowman is just running the show right now. I think Shane McMahon is still in it. I don't think there was a pin. And just ran Bray Wyatt back first into that apron, which is crucial to Bray Wyatt. He was out for a significant amount of time with that back injury. Sister Abigail, stop Braun right now. Yes, whoever Sister Abigail is, she needs to make her debut right now. Oh, Randy Orton, RKO onto the table. And again, Mario, the table did not break for Randy Orton. The table did not break. The table refused to break for Randy Orton. It refused to job to Orton. That's amazing. The table refused to job to Orton. I can't believe the table again didn't do the job for Randy. Who's eliminated? Jesus, who did get eliminated? I know somebody got eliminated. Shane's still in it. Oh, it was Dean Ambrose. Ambrose got eliminated, and because AJ didn't do anything to stop it. So it's gonna be Randy and Bray Wyatt laying Braun Strowman on that table. Wait a minute now. Shane can't even get to his feet. How's he gonna get to the top rope? Shane can't even get to his feet. Wait a minute. Shane crawling to the top rope. That is a huge distance away. Can he make it? Get your balance, Shane-O! Oh, God, Shane McMahon! Flying through the air with the greatest of ease, landing on Braun Strowman and probably throwing out his hip. Air McMahon lands on Braun Strowman and breaks the table. Here comes Roman Reigns. Here comes Seth Rollins now on Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Air McMahon has just taken off and landed through the table. That should be the last we see of Shane McMahon for most of this match. Randy gonna do it. You're very, very good. Got the voice and definitely the talent. I had an indie company here in Mexico, Missouri, the home of T.Y. Lou 2. LOL. Who or what is T.Y. Lou 2? Shit, I miss Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose has only been gone for like 5 minutes. Like, it's okay. It's alright. Calm down. You can see him again. No, he'll be there on Tuesday. Tables don't like Randy. No, they don't. Tables refuse to do the job for Randy. Shane McMahon is getting drugged into the ring by AJ Styles so he makes the count, and so Braun Strowman doesn't. Braun Strowman now is crawled from the wreckage and getting to the apron. Wait a minute. Why did Braun Strowman not get into the... James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth held Braun Strowman's foot so he couldn't get in the ring. James Ellsworth just sacrificed his entire being. James Ellsworth just gave his life for SmackDown. Because Braun Strowman is going to kill him. Strowman's going to kill you. Strowman's gonna kill you. Strowman is hobbling. Strowman can't even... Oh, wait a minute. That's the worst thing you want to do in a horror movie is fall to the ground and there's a big boot by Strowman. Oh, God. What? Ellsworth now is getting beaten all over that stage. Just got beat by Strowman. What is... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. Strowman just beat Ellsworth off the stage onto the table. Over by the stage area. Ellsworth is dead. Well, it's fun while it lasted. Dreams really do come true. That'll be the end of James Ellsworth. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming, kid. Here's your hot dog and your handshake. You gotta go. Look at this. Just ridiculous Beal. Oh. And from the shot that they had off the stage, it looked like he missed the table. It looked like he missed the table, but he just barely got it. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's the end of Ellsworth. So now it's 4-4. Dean Ambrose has been eliminated. Braun Strowman has been eliminated. James Ellsworth has been eliminated from life. So you got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho. You got the two tag teams. You got Chris Jericho and two members of the Shield versus Shane O'Mac, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. Kevin Owens now running Senton on the battered carcass of Shane McMahon, and now Kevin Owens is just doing the Shane shuffle right in Shane McMahon's face, and then cover hook of the outside leg, only gets a 2 count out of it. Let's go Reigns, says Jerry Lou. Let's go Roman, let's go Reigns. Gay shit, says Humongous. He dead then, says, yes, he is dead. He's absolutely dead. He's They need a spatula to scrape him up off the damn canvas. He's gone. Jericho now is tagged in on Shane McMahon. Hook of the outside leg. Referee in position. Only gets a 2 count. Rear chin lock now by Jericho. Locked in on Shane McMahon, who is as close as he's probably ever going to get to his corner in this matchup if Team Raw has their way. Jericho, a ring veteran, knows enough to know to keep Shane McMahon away from that side of the ring, and the rear chin lock still hammering away on the top of Shane McMahon's head. That's more for insult than it is for injury. But Shane McMahon's going to try to fight his way up, and he is going to fight his way up. Those short jabs to the solar plexus of Shane McMahon, or from Shane McMahon to Chris Jericho. Backing Jericho up to the ropes now is Shane McMahon with those short uppercuts to the... Oh, missing with the drop kick. That was a flying Hail Mary drop kick from Shane McMahon. Jericho was busted up at the nose. Oh, lion salt knees up from Shane McMahon. They lost their footing here. Inside cradle. Shane McMahon on Chris Jericho. For those of you who didn't catch that, Jericho was laughing because they botched the fucking spot. They botched the spot, and Jericho was laughing. Anyway, there's a code breaker on Shane McMahon. That could and should do it. There's a code breaker to Randy Orton out of nowhere. Look at the outside leg on Shane McMahon. And Shane able to kick out thanks to the distraction of Randy Orton. Rollins at this point is beside himself. KO is beside himself. Roman Reigns is beside himself. Jericho needs to make a tag. Jericho should, at this particular point, make a tag as he and Shane McMahon are trying to figure out what the next spot is going to be in the ring. But there's a big knee, and there's a tag now. Seth Rollins reluctantly tags in from Chris Jericho. Hammering forearm shot down on Shane McMahon. Big stomping, just Seth Rollins just stomping out Shane McMahon for having the nerve to even get in the ring. You see what I explained? What T.Y. Lou was. He's the head coach of the NBA champions, the Cavaliers. He was born and raised here in Mexico, Missouri. How about that? Who knew? McIntyre Hulk out. Let's see, go SmackDown. Best wrestler on the planet. Says Jerry Lou. Seth Rollins, the architect, may have something to say about that. Here comes Chris Jericho. Managed to tag himself back in. He's on the top rope, breathing in the accolades of this Canadian crowd. Too bad he didn't breathe in that big splash he was going for as Shane McMahon moved out of the way. Shane McMahon now crawling to his corner. Shane McMahon now needs desperately to make a tag, and he does. To AJ Styles, the face that runs the place. Big clothesline down to Jericho. Jericho down a second time. Here comes AJ Styles in the corner. Big, phenomenal splash in that corner. He's got Jericho up. Down. Fire Mascari into a neck breaker over the knee. Over the outside leg on Jericho and a kick out. 2 and a long half. But KO was going to come in and break that up for his best friend, even if Jericho didn't kick out. Or at least he looked like he was trying to. AJ Styles is going to set up Chris Jericho now for the Styles Clash. Yes, he is. Roman Reigns will be the sole survivor for Team Raw. Says Jerry Lou, you heard it here first. Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Let's go home, kids. Good night, everybody. Right hands. Wait a minute. He's got the calf crusher on. Got the calf crusher on Jericho, the calf killer. Jericho looking to tap out. Oh no, he just bangs AJ's head up against the canvas repeatedly now. And Jericho going to step and roll his way into the walls of Jericho. AJ's fighting it. Into an inside cradle on Jericho from AJ. And Jericho managed to crawl out the back door again. Just big shots. Just big right hand shots and a clothesline. Knocking Jericho down. Oh, that's a phenomenal forearm to Kevin Owens. That one was planned. That one was sight on from AJ Styles, rather. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin Owens just nailed AJ Styles with the list. He just nailed him with the list. That absolutely had to disqualify Kevin Owens. Now pop-up powerbomb in the middle of the ring. Kevin Owens is disqualified now. That'll do it for KO. That'll do it for KO. He nailed AJ Styles so hard in the back of the head. Woo. Let's see, you heard it here first. KO got KO'd. Let's see, it's Jerry LWO, not LOU as in Lou. So it's Jerry Woo? Or Iwu? Or is it Iwu? Is that no, that's an L. So it's Jerry Woo. Help me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Woo? Is that how you pronounce it? Please help me out. Not the list. And now Jericho is beside himself. Meanwhile, because the list was all over the canvas, he can't help himself. Wait a minute, RKO out of nowhere as Jericho gave the list to some referee to hold for him. That could do it. Yes, it will. And Team SmackDown now, it's 3-on-2. Shane McMahon and the Wyatt family versus the two members of the Shield. And Randy Orton rips up a page of the list and just tosses it to the outside. The two members of the Shield now have to team back up. They have to go back into that old Shield playbook they had back in the day and figure out the win here. They've been in almost 6-man situations before. This is a 5-man though. There's no Dean Ambrose to help him out this time, and Seth Rollins is gonna fire off on everybody with a SmackDown jersey on it. Randy Orton, surprise, spinning powerbomb in the middle of the ring, or power slam rather, scoop slam in the middle of the ring on Seth Rollins. Only got a 2. I feel bad for the list. Don't we all feel bad for the list? It sounds like Luoa. It sounds like Luoa. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Roman is going to survive. We let the dogs out. Says Makai. Seth is the best in Roman. Bray Wyatt got tagged in, by the way. Avalanche in the corner on Seth Rollins. Look at the outside leg on Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins manages to kick out. Seth Rollins now is just getting hammered in that side of the ring. It's a 3-on-2 match at this point, but it's really 2-on-2. Shane McMahon for all. Oh, wait a minute, is AJ Styles still out there? AJ Styles is still out there. It's 4-on-2. I forgot AJ was still in this match. AJ essentially getting knocked out from the list. Shane McMahon essentially getting knocked out from the beating he took. So it's still essentially a 2-on-2 match, as Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton seem to be the only two able to compete at this particular point in time. But that doesn't matter to Seth Rollins. He's in pain nonetheless. Set up on that top turnbuckle now, and again, hitting anything with a SmackDown jersey on it for a brief second, but Randy Orton again is going to set Seth Rollins up on the top turnbuckle and come off, looks like for a superplex. Or he's thinking about what it's going to be from the top here. I don't know that Randy Orton has a plan. Well, he better come up with one quick, as they're on the top rope oh my gosh, top rope superplex. Seth Rollins is in abject pain, but so is Randy Orton. But honestly, why does everyone hate on Roman, though? Let's see. His running is more like a series of stomps. Why does everybody hate on Roman, though? It's because they tried to make Roman a super duper kissy baby face, shake hands, kiss baby thing, and nobody liked it. Orange, what's going on, boy? Orange, boy, let's see. Kiari Hair Roman knows. Roman ran a sit out Smash Mountain Power. Who would leave that? Jabs. Oh boy, you keep cutting in and out. I think there's something wrong on the shoulder. Shane shoulder. What happened here? Shane McMahon, coast to coast. There's medical personnel in the ring. I'm going to Cam's match. Yeah, I keep stuttering. You don't make any sense. You keep you're cutting up. It's better for you. I don't know why it keeps cutting up. It's telling me I have low video output or video output low for some reason. That's weird. So I know that I big knee glancing AJ Styles with enough knocking him down. Here comes Seth Rollins to the outside. Orton still in this thing on there by ropes. Oh, AJ Styles just slipped through. AJ is going to go on to the top on his own accord, but catches another big kick head. And the only thing keeping AJ falling on. Seth Rollins goes up to the top rope. Here comes Seth Rollins again. Oh, right into the forearm of Seth Rollins. Fake, at least for the time being. Wait a minute! The rumors are true. This is the moment. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose moving the local guys out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. On AJ Styles now? Wait a minute. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins just set AJ Styles up. Triple powerbomb through the table on AJ Styles. Eternity. That'll do. The Dean Ambrose Bray Wyatt jumping super kick to a kneeling Wyatt. Bray Wyatt position. Bray Wyatt on Bray Wyatt. He moved out of the way. Randy Orton was there for an RKO out of nowhere. And then there was one. Roman Reigns has a bad wheel and is not winning on pay-per-view. He has a history of losing big moments on pay-per-view. But he did win the last time he was on pay-per-view, so we'll see what happens. He needs to eliminate both Bray and Randy. And Luke still rolling around out here in ringside. That's going to be Roman Reigns ringside. He needs Luke Harper out of the equation. Roman Reigns now in control, and he's setting up Bray Wyatt. The outside one. Do you believe in miracles? The bullet. Bray Wyatt wins on pay-per-view again. Bray Wyatt wins pay-per-view again. Bray Wyatt miracles. Bray Wyatt wins on pay-per-view again. Wyatt way. What's going on? That's more incredible than Bray Wyatt. Oh my God. We still got the continue. Go live. I really don't want to have to cut the thing completely off and reset it, but I think I'm going to have to. All right, everybody. I feel like I'm going to have to reset this whole thing again. So, youtube.com/surreal469. All right? All right. I'll be right back. I swear. Oh, now I got good stream health again. All right. So, broadcast again. Survivor Series again. Take the pick again. Continue. Go live. Now I got good stream health again. So wait a minute, I may not have to reset. We may still be going low quality again, but it's still quality nonetheless. All right, are we still on this thing? Are we still good? Ish. Feel like we're good-ish here again. The quality keeps cutting out, but I feel like we're good-ish. As long as it doesn't cut back to red again, I think we'll be okay. I think we just might be okay. All right, the big main event. I was just so shit.